Yo, yo. What's happening? It is Friday, May 16th, 2025. Tanner, Drew, and Laura, we are live. Hey, hey. I'm so ready for this weekend, man.
Yeah.
This weekend kind of looks not great in terms of weather, but next weekend's looking snap.
Which is good because next weekend is Memorial Day weekend.
Yes. Yeah,
Just in time.
Enjoy it. If you're a rain person, enjoy it today and this weekend and the majority of next week. But then next weekend is going to be absolutely magical. So just keep your eye on the prize. That's what I do. And I'm like, I get kind of bummed out in this weather. You know, like I get that seasonal depression stuff. So
especially when we've gotten such a tease of nice weather.
Yeah.
I think you're going to be kind of all right this afternoon. We've got carnival for my kids. It's all the blow up stuff at the school. And it's all outdoor. So I've been eyeballing this weather, and it looks like overnight it's going to rain, but you might get a nice little evening first.
Okay.
So if you can sniff it out, hopefully, at least my fingers are crossed for that.
Well, hopefully it'll stay dry this morning because later on today, Lugnut Laura is going to attempt to change a tire. Mm-hmm. This happened, this kind of came up on the show yesterday. Well, we started talking about it off the air earlier this week, but yesterday we started talking about it on the air. Can Laura change a tire? Mm-hmm. And this morning we will find out. Fat Thor is going to be driving down here with his Mercedes.
That's right.
And he's going to bring the jack and all that stuff, and we're going to see how long it's going to take. Now, I think most people yesterday said Laura's going to do this. Laura's going to pull it off.
Yeah.
Everyone's fairly confident Laura's going to do it. But how long is it going to take her to do it is the question.
Yeah, that is the big question.
Can she haul the mail?
Now, we did bet yesterday. Everyone put in like $20, and it's just a friendly bet. And Beefwater bet 30 minutes that Laura could change the tire in 30 minutes or less. Or I guess it's just 30 minutes, right?
Yeah.
Not less, just 30 minutes. Drew picked 38 minutes. I picked 42 minutes. And the only reason I gave her more is because she yesterday said, well, I want to read the user manual.
Yeah. Which I've kind of changed my stance on that. I may still read the user manual. It all depends what this stupid jack looks like. And
also, if Fat Thor has the user manual, I mean,
that's true.
Who knows if he even has that?
We haven't even thought of that. There's a good chance.
Well, it would be in his best interest to have the user manual because if I get in there and I don't know how to use the equipment, I mean, I'm just gonna trial and error, baby. So,
Court said that you're gonna be able to do it in 20 minutes.
Yeah.
Our good friend and listener McD said 36 minutes. So.
Okay.
We'll see today, 8 o'clock this morning. Laura's going to attempt to change the tire. You'll be able to watch this on our Instagram live stream. So follow us at 1059thebrew.com. Laura's in her overalls this morning.
Yeah.
Oh, I haven't even seen this.
What do you think?
It looks pretty authentic.
She looks like Mario.
They're very clean.
I know. Well, not for long.
I'm about to be
rolling around in the dirt, but I was going to go big and get like some Carhartt.
Got a Carhartt hat on.
I know, but like Carhartt stuff is expensive.
The hat's affordable.
Yeah,
Barry.
I could do the hat. I'm not paying $100 for some Carhartt overalls, though. So these will have to do.
They look good.
Well, the 8 o'clock this morning at 1059 The Brew or at Tanner, Drew, and Laura on the gram.
Let's get it on. And now the big story.
It's now time to go around the room sharing what we think the biggest stories of the day are. Drew, you want to kick this off?
Yeah, the big story to me is the Portland Timbers are introducing advanced recycling. Them and Bold Reuse are expanding what you can do at the park as far as reusable foodware. The recycling system is being used in the premium seating as of now. A reusable vessel is being used throughout the stadium. Now, the foodware is embedded with technology to do real-time inventory tracking. It's kind of like, you know when you have an electric toothbrush and the smart ones will tell you when it's time to change the brush?
Yeah, mine doesn't.
It's going to be like that with the foodware. So it won't mean so much to you when you toss your food in the recycling, but a test last year showed that 40,000 single-use cups were taken out of the garbage and eliminated 2,000 pounds of waste.
Oh, wow.
So that's pretty impressive. We're on our way to maybe a little better treatment of the planet.
Mm-hmm.
I think the big story of the day is the U.S. Customs and Border Protection seized about 750 cartons of cigarettes from 2 cruise passengers in California.
Whoa.
The haul included Newport 100s, Marlboro Reds, Marlboro Silver. I can't. It's hard to say
Marlboro.
Marlboro. Whatever. Anyway, a bunch of other cigarettes. And when the pair returned from Mexico, they say large quantities of cigarettes are considered commercial and not for personal use. The woman had receipts but did not have an importer permit. The cigarettes were seized. They will be destroyed, and they were valued at about $60,000.
Wow. You think about cigarettes now in this country or like anywhere, even overseas, they're so expensive. So if you can get them from somewhere cheap and bring them in, that's a lot of cash, $60K.
For sure. I don't know how they thought they were going to get away with that, but nice try. I think the big story is that Creed is going to be at Cascades Amphitheater, a.k.a. the Tanner, Drew, and Laura Amphitheater, on August 13th. And Three Doors Down was supposed to be on the bill as well, but we know that Brad Arnold, their lead singer, cannot tour right now because he's undergoing treatment for this stage 4 cancer that he was recently diagnosed with.
It's in his kidneys.
Yeah, and it sounds like maybe it's... I don't know if I don't want to.
He's deep in it.
Speak out of turn, but yeah. So he's out for the tour to get treatment, and we have a replacement. Daughtry is going to be replacing Three Doors Down on this tour. I feel like Daughtry
He's stepping
has
it up.
been on every bill.
I'll give him
lately.
credit, man. He's stepping it up. He's got some. He's got some. I don't want to call them bangers, but
Yeah.
Yeah, he's found a way to grind a career out.
He's got some nodders.
There you go. Yeah,
There you go.
he's got some toe tappers.
Yeah,
He's got a couple of toe tappers.
Tap
Yeah.
those toes hard.
Yeah, but I mean, it's not something I would run out to buy. But when it comes on the radio, I don't turn it off. You know,
I'm coming home.
I would turn that song off.
You know how many
I don't like
times
that song.
I've seen a soldier hug his wife to that song?
Right.
I'm coming home.
So cheesy.
But that's I mean he's
That's
gonna
toe
he's gonna
tappage,
be
guys.
there.
Yeah.
So
All right. More on those stories at 1059thebrew.com. This hour's keyword for your shot at $1,000 in cash is bills. You've got until 7 a.m. to get it in, but I wouldn't waste any time. 30 seconds is all it's going to take, and you could score $1,000. Nice way to go right into the weekend. 1059thebrew.com. The keyword is bills.
You've been watching the Tanner, Drew, and Laura SpyCam video stream, powered by coffee, Jell-O shots, and depression. Please stand by. Tanner, Drew, and Laura will be back in minutes. So be patient, for f***'s sake. Thank you for continuing to hold. We're currently at a break or playing a song that we can't afford the rights to. But as the kids say, chill, bruh. Tanner, Drew, and Laura will be back in minutes. On God. Tanner, Drew, and Laura will be back in minutes. In the meantime, follow the show on Instagram and TikTok at Tanner, Drew, and Laura.
Thank you for checking out the Tanner, Drew, and Laura SpyCam video stream. We're currently at a break or playing a song that we can't afford the rights to. Please continue to stand by. Your viewership is very important to us. And remember, keep calm and bing bong, f***ers. Thank you for continuing to sit there like a big dum-dum. Tanner, Drew, and Laura will be back in minutes. Thank you for continuing to sit there and do nothing. Tanner, Drew, and Laura will be back momentarily. In the meantime, call your mom for God's sake. Whoa, isn't this taking forever? Tanner, Drew, and Laura will be back in minutes. Thank you for continuing to hold.
8 o'clock this morning, Laura is going to attempt to change a tire. She hasn't done it in over 10 years. Mm-hmm. We were talking about it off the air the other day and then on the air yesterday. Like, can Laura do it?
Yeah.
And if she can, which I think most people yesterday said you could, how long is it going to take? We'll find out at 8 o'clock this morning, and I'm very excited. Laura's rocking her overalls today. How do they feel? You haven't worn overalls in a long time, I guess.
I haven't worn overalls probably since before the last time I changed a tire. It's been a long time. But it feels weird because it kind of feels like you're not wearing pants.
I think I hear them clicking.
Yeah.
She's definitely, she's jingle-jangling.
But it is because they're just like you're just kind of out there, you know? It's weird.
It is
when
weird.
I was like in high school, I thought girls in overalls were so hot. But now they just look like farmers to me.
Yeah.
I remember I made the mistake in 6th grade. I had the overalls, and if you remember, people would wear either one or both of the things down.
Yeah.
If you wore both of them down, people didn't realize you had to wear a belt on the outside of your jeans.
Yeah, mine have belt loops, and I'm like, who wears a belt with overalls?
Let's see you hold one of them down like a gangster.
Okay, here we go.
Uh-huh.
There we go.
Yeah, son. Gang.
Very 93 Street.
Yeah, you look like in a J-Lo video.
Yeah.
About to pop off a bunch of fly girls in that vid.
We are streaming video if you want to watch what's happening in real time at 1059 The Brew. Just click on Tanner, Drew, and Laura. Let's do this real quick.
And now, Tanner, Drew, and Laura's dumbass of the day.
This, I think this guy could be a tweak of the week, but he wasn't arrested for anything like that. But just based on what he was arrested for and his mugshot.
Okay.
You're going to put him in that category.
Yeah, his name is James Calavas.
Okay.
And he's a 66-year-old Georgia man. And he was arrested Sunday for obscenity after police discovered him pleasuring himself inside of a display storage shed at a Lowe's.
Whoa.
At a Lowe's home improvement store in Louisiana. Cops responded to a call after they saw, I guess, that a naked man was inside one of the sheds.
Oh. Yeah.
And so people he either walked in there naked or like...
He probably took his clothes off in there.
Yeah, and then
somebody spotted him.
Popped their head in the door, and they're like, I'm sorry, sir.
This just looks like a good shed. Oh, my God.
This one's occupied. I mean, in his old tweaky defense, he tried to get behind closed doors.
That's
true. I mean, he wasn't just wandering the lot.
He was so rudely interrupted.
I mean, he had a little shed.
After examining several sheds, officers discovered the man lying on his back on the floor of one shed with his pants down around his ankles and an open bottle of Vaseline right by his side.
Man.
And he was right in the middle of it. He was right in the middle of it, going at it.
He had a plan.
Oh my God.
He acknowledged that yes, I was fapping inside of the shed.
How do you deny it? At
red-handed.
That point?
Yeah, he says he was watching YouTube, but I'm assuming he was like on Pornhub or something.
Yeah, just checking out YouTube.
He was arrested for obscenity and booked into the city jail. This guy, he does have a history of
fapping in public?
I don't know if it's fapping in public, but just he's got a history with the police department.
Got it.
Yeah, this isn't his first bad decision. Surprise, surprise.
So, Drew, you have a lot of sheds in your backyard. Yeah. Do you ever get away back there just to have a private moment?
I wish that I had heard this story before I put so many shelves in there. It's just not a very spacious situation.
Okay, well.
And after a few seasons, see, the Lowe's shed is nice and clean. Yours has bugs and...
Come look at his mugshot, too. He just looks, he looks a bit ashamed. I mean, as he should be.
I'm feeling like maybe Drew could maybe purchase another shed, and it could be the designated fap shed.
Can you get, is the shed that he was caught in for discount now?
It would have to be, because it's contaminated.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
All right, listen, shed fapper, just face the camera.
Everybody, a lot of people get excited about a shed. Especially if it's like a tough shed or something.
That's true. Maybe it's one of those cool sheds with the bar on the outside.
This could have nothing to do with sex and everything to do with shed.
Don't kink shame.
Beautiful shelves, beautiful space.
God. And maybe this one had that little awning up there. Sweet trim.
Wow. I'm getting hot just thinking about it.
Tell me you haven't driven through a Lowe's and at least winked at one of those.
Oh, yeah. You're right. You're right.
Yeah,
there it is.
Sometimes a good time goes too far.
We should put the mugshot online, Laura, if you want to.
Yeah, I'll put that up.
Put that up.
My oh my! I can't believe he brought his own Vaseline.
I mean, that is a prepared man.
He knew.
That screams intent.
Oh yeah.
Because I don't even think you can buy Vaseline inside Lowe's.
No.
So
You listen here, Shed. I'm about to slide you open. Your doors on those rolling hinges. Oh my God. Oh.
Double barn doors. I see what you're doing.
Speak to me, Shed. Speak to. Oh, you can't speak to me. Just squeak to me then.
Squeak to me.
Have those doors squeak to me.
I had that Shed squeaking.
Oh, you're 20% off this weekend? Oh my God.
Oh man, Shed sale.
Shed sale's the sexiest thing I've ever.
Talk
fapped
dirty.
to.
Talk dirty to me, and by dirty I mean discounts.
He said the cops knew this guy. He could have grinded shed upon shed.
Tell me about the square footage of this shed. Oh my God.
This picture up there and Home Depot.
All right, he's a
This is concerning to me.
Odd man.
I feel weird about this now.
1059thebrew.com is a website. We'll have the mugshot up here in just a few minutes. This hour's keyword, if you want to score $1,000 in cash from the Cash Squatches, Bills. Be a pretty nice way to go into the weekend. 1059thebrew.com is a website. Enter the keyword bills. I do want to tell you about the advocates, the insurance companies. You already know they're not on your side. You're just a number to them. It's frustrating, but it's true. They like to tell you that you're in good hands, but as soon as that time comes where you need the money, they become super difficult, dodgy, and they lowball you. Don't let that happen. Reach out to the advocates. Ken and Donnie from the advocates have been doing this a long time. That means they know exactly what to say and exactly what to do to these insurance companies to make sure they pay you everything that you're entitled to, because that's all you're asking for. That's really all we want when we're in these situations. It's just what we're entitled to so we can take care of the things that are important to us, our bills, our family, things like this. Reach out to the advocates, advocateslaw.com. They don't even get paid until you win, so there's no risk to you. And they've gotten over $100 million for their clients, which is not chump change. So next time you're in an accident, you need more than an attorney. You're going to need an advocate. Advocateslaw.com. Tell them Tanner sent you. That's advocateslaw.com.
You've been watching the Tanner, Drew, and Laura SpyCam video stream, powered by coffee, Jell-O shots, and depression. Please stand by. Tanner, Drew, and Laura will be back in minutes. So be patient, for f***'s sake. Thank you for continuing to hold. We're currently at a break or playing a song that we can't afford the rights to. But as the kids say, chill, bruh. Tanner, Drew, and Laura will be back in minutes. On God. Tanner, Drew, and Laura will be back in minutes. In the meantime, follow the show on Instagram and TikTok at Tanner, Drew, and Laura.
Thank you for checking out the Tanner, Drew, and Laura SpyCam video stream. We're currently at a break or playing a song that we can't afford the rights to. Please continue to stand by. Your viewership is very important to us. And remember, keep calm and bing bong, f***ers. Thank you for continuing to sit there like a big dum-dum. Tanner, Drew, and Laura will be back in minutes. Thank you for continuing to sit there and do nothing. Tanner, Drew, and Laura will be back momentarily. In the meantime, call your mom for God's sake. Whoa, isn't this taking forever? Tanner, Drew, and Laura will be back in minutes. Thank you for continuing to hold.
Well, last night in the NBA, it was staving off elimination. That was the game plan for the Denver Nuggets. The only problem, Jamal Murray was sick. He had an illness that had him questionable for this game, but when push came to shove, he said there was no way he was going to miss this one. And when you look at a guy during warm-ups, I was watching the warm-up right before the game, you can tell when they're just too sick to do it. He looked like he still had a little killer instinct in his eye, and that's exactly what he had. Is he had a huge night, leading the Nuggets to a victory on his 25 points and forcing a Game 7. Now, of course, after the game, everyone wanted to talk about his illness, but really on his mind was all the other role players on his team.
They brought the right energy, not just making shots, but their intent, their focus, their awareness on what's going on around them, and we needed every much of it, so we're going to need more. You know, it's nice, it's another step in the right direction, but we got a huge game in 2 days.
Now that game will be a Saturday night special with a winner takes all, loser goes home situation in OKC. Tonight, another elimination game, though, with the Celtics and Knicks head-to-head, 5 o'clock on ESPN. It's a nice little weekend. You also get a UFC event that's on ESPN+, so if you want to watch some of the bangers in the UFC, go at it without having to pay the premium. This one is for you. Also, we'll update the PGA Championship later on this morning. There's your sports.
All right, if you want to score $1,000 in cash, just like Terry did.
All right, that is excellent. Hi, I'm Terry. I'm from Woodland, Washington, and I just won $1,000 listening to 105.9 The Brew.
Hell yeah. Then you need to log on to 1059thebrew.com and enter this hour's keyword, which is bills, as in win this money and pay off some damn bills.
Boom.
1059thebrew.com is a website. Enter the keyword bills, and you could score $1,000. All right, coming up later on today, Lugnut Laura is going to attempt to change a tire for the first time in like
a while,
over 10 years at least.
Yeah. That's long enough to kind of forget.
So we'll figure out if she can do it later on this morning. Also, Felipe Esparza is going to be in the studio later on today. He's going to be at Helium all weekend, but we'll have him in here first. There are a couple of text messages coming in on our McLaughlin Chevrolet text line. You know, in the last segment, we were talking about the shed fapper.
Yeah.
The guy who was caught at a Lowe's home improvement store in a shed just fapping away. He had some Vaseline. I guess he was watching the internet.
Got a little excited.
Yeah, he was arrested. Paige said, Vaseline, gross, never. I have ointment for dry skin areas. So he's not a Vaseline guy.
Well,
that was what he took away from the story.
Yeah, I was going to say that's the part you're grossed out by. Now, granted, I'm not a Vaseline guy either, but you know, maybe the shed part, maybe the parking lot.
I do feel like the Vaseline though makes everything a little slippery. Why don't you use some lotion instead?
It's just a bad idea.
5073 says, if the shed is squeaking, don't come a peeking. This one says, shed stories. Guess how many? He's probably got a lot, this guy. How many times did he get away with it?
Yeah.
You retreat to a shed when you got nothing else.
This one says it's a new definition of whack shack. So there you go.
Oh, that's the one. That's the winner.
There you go. Is a picture of that guy's mugshot online?
Yeah, I just put it up.
Oh, it's so good. 1059thebrew.com. Go check out the shed fapper.
He's definitely on the wall also at Lowe's if you want to see it.
He's not allowed back. All right, we're going to check your talkback messages in a bit. Hang on.
You've been watching the Tanner, Drew, and Laura SpyCam video stream, powered by coffee, Jell-O shots, and depression. Please stand by. Tanner, Drew, and Laura will be back in minutes. So be patient, for f***'s sake. Thank you for continuing to hold. We're currently at a break or playing a song that we can't afford the rights to. But as the kids say, chill, bruh. Tanner, Drew, and Laura will be back in minutes. On God. Tanner, Drew, and Laura will be back in minutes. In the meantime, follow the show on Instagram and TikTok at Tanner, Drew, and Laura.
Thank you for checking out the Tanner, Drew, and Laura SpyCam video stream. We're currently at a break, or playing a song that we can't afford the rights to. Please continue to stand by. Your viewership is very important to us. And remember, keep calm and bing bong, f***ers. Thank you for continuing to sit there like a big dum-dum. Tanner, Drew, and Laura will be back in minutes. Thank you for continuing to sit there and do nothing. Tanner, Drew, and Laura will be back momentarily. In the meantime, call your mom for God's sake. Whoa, isn't this taking forever? Tanner, Drew, and Laura will be back in minutes. Thank you for continuing to hold.
A lot of good stuff on the website at 1059thebrew.com, like our Donkey Show podcast from yesterday. It's the show after the show, totally unedited and censored. Go check that out. Also, a lot of movies are in theaters this weekend. You can check out the trailers online, like Final Destination Bloodlines is in theaters today.
When's the last time a Final Destination movie came out?
I feel like it's been a while.
I might have to go.
Aren't there 30 of these?
There are a lot, yeah.
Here's a clip from Final Destination Bloodlines.
I held him off for years.
Charlie, get up here.
He's a relentless son of a won't stop till he finishes the job.
Whoa.
Death is coming for our family.
Death.
I said, oh.
I said, oh, death. Oh my God, it's got a great.
Gonna die.
This has got a great rating on Rotten Tomatoes.
Really?
Dude, I can't believe the rating of
is the
Final
what-
Destination
what-
Bloodlines on Rotten Tomatoes.
What is it?
It's got the tomato meter is 93%. The audience score is 90%.
You know what this means? This isn't the end.
Oh no,
This
there's
isn't the Final Destination.
Final Destination 9
They-
more times after
They
this.
promised in like 2001.
So I guess it's the kids in the trailer. It's the kids of the people who didn't die, who cheated death in the original movies, and
You're
so now
still cursed.
death is coming for
They've
you.
passed it on.
Death is gonna come get you. His.
Honestly,
Can't be
though,
dodged.
like, what a successful franchise. Like, even when I was driving to work this morning, there was a truck with like some metal bars hanging out the back, and I was like, nope. Because Final Destination.
Yeah.
You know? So I mean,
Yeah.
I don't know. I might have to go see this one.
Hey, the Rotten Tomato score
It's
is
hard to
pretty good,
argue
so,
with that score.
go check out the trailer for that, 1059thebrew.com. Also, there's a trailer for Hurry Up Tomorrow.
Oh, that's the Weeknd's movie.
It's
The Weeknd, the singer.
Yes.
I thought we were done with that.
No, this is like his last project as The Weeknd, so he says.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Also, Murderbot is now streaming on Apple TV Plus.
Murderbot.
Yeah.
I've been waiting for Murderbot.
It's
You know
kind of
it.
cheesy, I think, but
Murderbot. Bing, bing.
all that stuff's online, 1059thebrew.com, as well as your shot to win $1,000 in cash, but you're going to need a keyword. Here it is.
You've been watching the Tanner, Drew, and Laura SpyCam video stream, powered by coffee, Jell-O shots, and depression. Please stand by. Tanner, Drew, and Laura will be back in minutes. So be patient, for f***'s sake. Thank you for continuing to hold. We're currently at a break or playing a song that we can't afford the rights to. But as the kids say, chill, bruh. Tanner, Drew, and Laura will be back in minutes. On God. Tanner, Drew, and Laura will be back in minutes. In the meantime, follow the show on Instagram and TikTok at Tanner, Drew, and Laura.
Thank you for checking out the Tanner, Drew, and Laura SpyCam video stream. We're currently at a break or playing a song that we can't afford the rights to. Please continue to stand by. Your viewership is very important to us. And remember, keep calm and bing bong, f***ers. Thank you for continuing to sit there like a big dum-dum. Tanner, Drew, and Laura will be back in minutes. Thank you for continuing to sit there and do nothing. Tanner, Drew, and Laura will be back momentarily. In the meantime, call your mom for God's sake. Whoa, isn't this taking forever? Tanner, Drew, and Laura will be back in minutes. Thank you for continuing to hold.
All right, coming up in 1 hour, our very own Lady Laura, Lugnut Laura, is going to be attempting to change a tire on Fat Thor's car. And it's the first time she's changed a tire in over 10 years. It's funny because a lot of questions are like, why aren't you guys letting her use your car? Or why isn't she using her car to jack up?
It's complicated, okay?
Yeah, so for the most part, nobody here wanted to allow Laura to use the car because I think they were just worried that she might screw it up. But also, like, she can't use Drew and I's car because our cars have special, like, you need a special key for those Toyota wheels.
And that would mess with your time and all kinds of things.
Yeah,
I just don't have the key.
Drew has a smirk on his face. He's got the key in his car. He just doesn't.
It might be in my car. I didn't look for it because I didn't want to do it. But it was decided pretty quickly, and and Beefwater, I could snip that he was willing to use his car.
Yeah, I was down. It just pivoted very quickly in the meeting, and I was just like, whatever.
At that point, I'd already reached out to Fat Thor, and he agreed. So, and he's got a Mercedes that he's going to drive down today.
Which is so messed up that you guys went out of your way, it feels, to make me change a tire on a car that is different than all the other cars.
Let's not just have you jump out from in front of the bus, because you were very quick to take your car out of the running. I mean, actually first to do so.
Yeah, why not your car? I mean, shouldn't it be
You're
your car?
They're really tight. They're on the wheel so tight.
This and I would have done my car. I would have preferred to do my car, but I have been told that you need like special equipment to get the lug nuts off my car. Like the dude who
These things are stripped so bad, you're going to need a special wrench.
The dude who did my brakes was like,
why would he just give you new lug nuts?
Well, because
I feel like at that point you buy new ones.
He ordered them, and then I never got a call back, and I never followed up.
Well, so you know, okay.
It's, I mean, I guess
got
it's
caught up in the tariffs.
Yeah, probably.
Well, all right. Well, Laura, in about an hour, we're going to find out. Do you know, I guess, where you're going to jack the car up at? Do you know which tire you're going to take?
I'm going to do a rear tire, I think.
People were suggesting the rear tires.
Yeah. And I think I watched a couple of YouTube videos. Unfortunately, the jack seems to be different in several of the videos that I watched. So
nice.
I think I know
I feel like the jack is going to be self-explanatory, though.
Yeah, but it's different. It's not
The
just
jack
like...
is also a wild card. You know what I mean? There is like 3 versions, and they're not all equal.
Yeah, and it's not... I don't think it's going to be just a scissor jack that comes with like a car like you and I's car.
Dude, a Merce is going to have a nice little jack, I'm guessing. Yeah. If he's got the one from the car, I'm guessing it's a nice jack. They don't lift Mercedes with a $7 jack.
It comes with a red carpet that you roll out to change the tire on.
I'm hoping so. But I mean, if what I think is going to happen happens, then I'm good.
Okay.
It's just a matter of when I open the trunk, what's going to be in there.
Right.
So, we know 3 children.
Yeah.
At a minimum.
There's going to be a lot of junk in Fat Thor's trunk.
I hope it's got like, that authentic feel where she's got to do a little, moving around back there.
Yeah.
Trying to get to 38 minutes here.
We got some talkback messages coming in through our iHeartRadio app. Download it for your cell phone today and send us a message.
Good morning, Brew Crew. So wouldn't her having to find that special key be part of the challenge, though? Now, it's in your vehicles. It's in with the wrench and the jack. It should be in like a little baggie with those.
Yeah.
We're overthinking it.
Yeah, it's not a scavenger hunt. It's like can I change a tire? Like
first in the parking lot, you got to find my keys in a bush.
Right.
So all right, in about an hour we're gonna do this. I'm excited. It's just a matter of everyone thinks she's gonna do it. It's a matter of how long. Again, I think she'll do it in 42 minutes. The only reason I added more time is because she plans on reading the user manual. Drew said 38 minutes. Beef said 30 minutes. Court said 20 minutes. And our listener, McD, said 36 minutes.
So why didn't you just look for the manual online last night and have all the time that you wanted to?
Well, because I don't know what kind of car. I mean, I know it's a Mercedes, but I don't know what
we don't know the
model.
model.
I don't know the year.
That's a wild card too, because there are so many different Mercedes, and not knowing the year, that's huge.
Right.
This thing could be a 94.
Yeah.
What do you think's going to happen, Beef? What are your predictions?
I think the biggest hurdle that she's going to have out of the gate is getting the boot off of his car that's going to already have on it.
Like, I didn't bring my circular saw to get this off.
If outfit is anything, it's going to help her because those are, and tell me if I'm wrong, brand new overalls, and it looks like that the tag's been off that Carhartt hat for about 7 minutes.
I had this Carhartt hat.
Really? Nice.
Yeah.
Somebody call Fat Thor real quick.
Authentic.
What I should have done is bought the tan Carhartt beanie, that everyone owns.
Now we're talking.
Yeah. Where it's like, am I a forklift operator or am I just
you got to go roll around in some oil or
hipster
something.
scum?
Yeah, if that thing was dirtier,
on it.
I'd change my time, but it looks like a third.
Rub some coffee grounds on her back. See, that'll look. Hey,
Weird
Fat Thor. Good morning.
He sounds hungover.
Good morning.
Hey. All right. Why you sound so sad this morning?
I just woke up.
But you're in your car.
No, he's probably on the side of the street by the airport.
I'm driving. Oh my God, I gotta pay attention. I just woke up.
Yeah.
All right. Well, listen. Get here. Be safe. And
I'm coming. I'm right by the Tigard exit, 295.
Yeah,
he's really tired. Fat Thor, we never actually talked to you. Do you think Laura's going to be able to jack your car up and change the tire?
I think so. I mean, it's not rocket science, and she's a lot smarter than most people I know. So.
Oh, thanks, Fat Thor.
Throwing compliments early. We haven't seen any work.
Yeah, now I'm nervous.
Yeah. Like he said, he just woke up.
Yeah, he doesn't know that well.
All right, how he pronounced the city. Let's just.
Well, do we want to ask him what kind of model?
No.
You want to find out when he gets in?
Yeah.
All right.
I want it to be a surprise.
How about just tell us the year of your Mercedes?
Nope, you're just gonna have to see it when I get there.
Yeah, I think it's kind of good that she doesn't know.
All right.
Because she's gonna have to just fly blind. There's no last minute videos.
Yeah, and actually that will help my time because
you need a long time.
Yeah,
you
42
and I
minutes.
What do you got? 42
minutes.
Yeah, that's also the year of the car.
Oh, she's scoffing. She's scoffing at your number.
Hey, listen, I hope that she's better than I give her credit for. I think you're gonna do it. It's just.
Oh, yeah, how long? Yeah, I know.
But maybe she's got, she was dumped not too long ago, so she's probably got some anger built up, and she could just rip that tire right off.
Yeah.
Frank, she might break the tire.
It's like, I got something to prove over here.
Think about that dude and just rip it off like it was his head.
I'd be like, he said I wasn't wifey material. Watch this.
Oh, yeah.
Watch me change this tire.
He didn't really tell you that, did he?
No, but that was insinuated.
It felt that way.
Jeez. All right, Fat Thor, drive safe. We'll get you here. Well, we'll see you when you get here, rather. All right, buddy.
See you shortly.
There he is. Fat Thor, the fattest of Thors.
Mm-hmm. En route.
All right, we're going to stream this on Instagram. So if you're not following us already, do so at 1059thebrew.com or at Tanner, Drew, and Laura. And don't forget, 8 o'clock this morning, Laura will attempt to change the tire. Comedian Felipe Esparza is going to be in studio here in minutes. It's 1059 The Brew, Tanner, Drew, and Laura.
You've been watching the Tanner, Drew, and Laura SpyCam video stream, powered by coffee, Jell-O shots, and depression. Please stand by. Tanner, Drew, and Laura will be back in minutes. So be patient, for f***'s sake. Thank you for continuing to hold. We're currently at a break or playing a song that we can't afford the rights to. But as the kids say, chill, bruh. Tanner, Drew, and Laura will be back in minutes. On God. Tanner, Drew, and Laura will be back in minutes. In the meantime, follow the show on Instagram and TikTok at Tanner, Drew, and Laura.
Thank you for checking out the Tanner, Drew, and Laura SpyCam video stream. We're currently at a break or playing a song that we can't afford the rights to. Please continue to stand by. Your viewership is very important to us. And remember, keep calm and bing bong, f***ers. Thank you for continuing to sit there like a big dum-dum. Tanner, Drew, and Laura will be back in minutes.
Portland's Rock Station, 1059 The Brew. It's Tanner, Drew, and Laura. We got a few more talkbacks, Laura, from people chiming in, giving you a little bit of advice for your tire change that's going to come up here in about 45 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
Laura's going to attempt to change a tire for the first time in over 10 years. She's even wearing her overalls today.
Yes.
To give a real authentic feel.
It feels right. It's too clean of an outfit to be truly authentic, but it's right up. It's like the movie version, right? Like
exactly.
You work as a mechanic, but have clean clothes.
But the dude who shows up to the job site with clean boots usually gets made fun of.
I'm just gonna before I get down there, I'm gonna go roll in the dirt.
Okay, that's good.
For a sec.
We have some talkbacks. Here it is.
Okay.
My biggest worry would be getting the tire out of the trunk. They have those weird locks in them sometimes, these little twisty locks, and I can never get them off. So girl, before you get on there, make sure that you do some research on how to get the tire unlocked from under their little locking bullshit in the trunk.
Well, yeah, she said the S word. You can't. So yeah, she's talking about the locking of the
spare.
The spare. So.
Which the plan is not actually to use the spare. I'm just going to take the factory tire off and put it back on because I'm assuming that Fat Thor doesn't want to drive home with a donut on his car.
I mean, we'll have to ask. I don't even know if he has a spare. But
yeah, that's a good question.
It would, because the whole idea was she just takes the tire completely off,
and
then she just puts it back on.
Which I feel like would almost be more challenging because of the size of the actual
but
tire.
and also it looked, it looked good just having the little spare wheel on his Mercedes.
Yeah, whatever. I'm not putting the tire back on though if that's the case.
No, we'll let Beefwater do that.
Yeah.
And I'm not sure where the spare is on that. If it's in the trunk or if it's underneath, I would guess it's in the trunk. But
I would assume it's with all.
We'll find out here in a few minutes. But follow us on the gram at 1059 The Brew. Or at Tanner, Drew, and Laura, because we will have video and pictures. I think we're going to stream live, so make sure you're checking that out. All right, coming up next, comedian Felipe Esparza. Super funny dude, man. He's going to be at Helium all this weekend, but he'll be in studio with us coming up right after Metallica. You'll be able to watch the entire thing on our live stream, thanks to video only, at 1059thebrew.com. Just click on Tanner, Drew, and Laura. Happy Friday. It's Metallica.
You've been watching the Tanner, Drew, and Laura SpyCam video stream, powered by coffee, Jell-O shots, and depression. Please stand by. Tanner, Drew, and Laura will be back in minutes. So be patient, for f***'s sake. Thank you for continuing to hold. We're currently at a break or playing a song that we can't afford the rights to. But as the kids say, chill, bruh. Tanner, Drew, and Laura will be back in minutes. On God. Tanner, Drew, and Laura will be back in minutes. In the meantime, follow the show on Instagram and TikTok at Tanner, Drew, and Laura.
Thank you for checking out the Tanner, Drew, and Laura SpyCam video stream. We're currently at a break or playing a song that we can't afford the rights to. Please continue to stand by. Your viewership is very important to us. And remember, keep calm and bing bong, f***ers. Thank you for continuing to sit there like a big dum-dum. Tanner, Drew, and Laura will be back in minutes. Thank you for continuing to sit there and do nothing. Tanner, Drew, and Laura will be back momentarily. In the meantime, call your mom for God's sake. Whoa, isn't this taking forever? Tanner, Drew, and Laura will be back in minutes. Thank you for continuing to hold.
All right, he's going to be at Helium Comedy Club this weekend. But on the show with us right now, please welcome to the show, comedian Felipe Esparza.
What's up? Good morning, everybody. What's up?
It's cracking. Wow, you smell good.
Thank you, man.
Smell good, man. What is that cologne?
It's Johnny Depp.
Johnny Depp cologne. I have that cologne.
It's spelled savage, but
yeah, I have it. Yeah, I have it. Okay, that's what it is. Dude, when I wear it, though.
Oh, Dior, yes.
When I wear it, it doesn't smell the same on me that it does to other people, and I stopped wearing it because I was like, it doesn't smell like it smells good now, but when I wear
because everybody has a different like pheromones.
I put it on last night.
Yeah?
Oh,
yeah, so it smelled better the next day.
Okay, so you're unshowered this morning.
Yeah.
Isn't that nice? He doesn't take a shower, and the first thing he does, boom, gets a compliment on his smell.
Yeah, that's good,
I like
man.
it.
Well, comedian Felipe Esparza going to be at Helium tonight, and you're in the big room, man. The big room, right?
Yeah, the big room.
Yeah, you're not in the neon room, which is dope, by the way. I was at the neon room for the first time, I think, like 2 weeks ago. And it's like downstairs below Helium, and it's a whole nother club.
It's nice to have more action in the building.
I guess you guys are going to have some murals painted in there soon, Ian? It's going to look nice. It's going to look nice. So, Felipe, how you been, man? You been in Portland for what? Did you get here last night?
I got here last night we barely made it.
Oh,
yeah? What was their airline problem?
One of the flight attendants in Alaska was sick.
Oh, she was sick? Yeah, and they had like a short crew.
We didn't get to leave. She was sick, and we got off the plane, and then we waited for another flight attendant to check in.
Yeah.
Wait, so she was there?
Yeah, she was in the back.
Oh, no.
Like when people were getting in, she fell sick in the back of the plane.
Or did you just like sneak back there and you're like, hey, girl, you can do it.
You
Let's
got to
power
pull it
through
together.
this."
I got a place I got to get to.
But,
and I want my peanuts.
I was on another plane where I was right behind first class.
Yeah.
So I was like ordering for him. Yeah, he wants another soda. He wants 2 sodas.
And so, dude, that's
I was
kind of
eating his cookies when he was asleep.
a rough place to be, though, like the first row behind first class, because you can see it all.
I could see it all, and some guy had a heart attack. Some guy was sick in first class. Somebody was sick in first class.
That sounds like a terrible flight.
Yeah, and then she said, is there a doctor in the plane? And right away I could tell there's no doctor in first class.
No.
When she asked that.
Yeah, exactly.
So,
you'd think
and a
that's where
doctor
a
and
doctor would
coach,
be
are we going to
so
trust
the
him?
coach, the doctor's way in the back on the middle seat.
Wow.
And I'm looking back. This doctor must be the worst doctor ever.
Yeah,
I
right.
have a better seat than him.
Yeah, like why are you way back there?
And he's walking. Yeah, I'm a doctor. Walking with his free headphones hanging out of his ear.
Oh, man. The free headphones.
Well, what kind of doctor are we talking about? Did he say?
Exactly.
He gets there. He goes, I'm actually a therapist.
Oh, you're barely a doctor. I mean, like not a medical
He
doctor.
just held his hand.
Oh, yeah, it's like, hey,
Tell me about your childhood.
Exactly. You're probably not going to make it, but I'm here to listen.
Tell me how you feel right now. I feel terrible.
That's amazing.
He had to walk back like a walk of shame, right? Nobody even said thanks, doctor.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
I was the first responder. I pressed the button.
You're right.
Nice. You're a hero.
Now, if you weren't if you weren't a comedian, would the medical field sound like something you'd like to go into?
No, hell no. I probably would have been a teacher. Went back to school.
Oh,
Yeah.
That'd be cool.
I see. You'd be a cool teacher.
That or robbing.
Just
the
robbing.
merch guy at comedy shows.
They've always got cash.
They always have cash.
They always have
That's the
cash.
spot.
Just rolling, and they're always just like one sad dude in the lobby somewhere by himself. Just roll that dude.
Yeah, if you live like the guy that sells the merch is sometimes not a comedian, and he's probably taking money from the side anyway.
Oh, yeah. So
totally,
you're
yeah.
kind of doing him a favor by
Yeah.
taking it off his hands.
Has this ever happened to you? Did someone wrong you?
No, but Rodrigo, he worked with a punk band, Voodoo Glow Skulls, and he
Oh,
told
yeah.
me how they let the guy at a Greyhound station.
They left him there?
Yeah.
Because he was stealing merch
He was
money?
stealing money, yeah.
Oh,
Imagine that. You think you're good, and then all of a sudden you get left.
Well,
with
you
the
sold the
Greyhound.
money. You can buy your own ticket out of there.
Yeah,
Exactly,
exactly.
yeah.
Jerk.
Shake the money out.
How much did the guy steal? Do you know?
No, I don't know. It's a band called No Effects, and I guess they brought a friend to sell.
No effects.
Yeah, we've heard of No Effects. You don't say that like we don't know who they are.
He was stealing merch money, and then they beat the shit out of him.
Oh, you can't say the S word. You can't say. He beat the crap out of him. He said.
Beat the crap out of him, left him in the woods, and broke his fingers.
Oh, man.
That's Fat Mike for you.
That's rock. That's rock and roll.
Yeah. Yeah, that's crazy.
That's wild.
Well, Felipe, you ever take anybody out in the woods?
And break
No,
their
man.
fingers? No?
Break their fingers?
No one ever take me in the woods either. Not a man, nobody.
No, that's no good. And he's
You,
wearing
sound like you almost sound disappointed by it.
You've got the sweetest tracksuit on right now.
Yeah.
And nobody's ever taken you out into the woods in that.
No, man.
So
For a
Felipe
soccer game.
is wearing a purple tracksuit.
Yeah,
He's
from
also-
Real Madrid.
Real Madrid. Football club.
He's got matching shoes too.
And
You
the
can't
Real
see
Madrid.
them. But
Oh
yeah.
man, that is one up in the deal. Purple shoes.
Oh, we gotta put your drip on the internet, dude.
It looks good.
Check out the drip.
There
Check
it
out
is.
the
Okay.
drip. Look at the drip, dude.
Oh, wow,
man.
you're flexible.
And even the socks are coordinated to go with it. That was planned.
This is a good vibe.
Felipe, what do you think of Laura's drip today? She's wearing overalls because in about 30 minutes she's going to attempt to change a tire.
You ever changed a tire before? Because I haven't.
You haven't?
I have one. No. I have my brother showed up one time. My little brother, he did it for me in the freeway.
Would you like to try to do it today?
Yeah,
in your tracksuit?
We could do it together.
No, man, because I'm always afraid, like, of stripping.
Yeah, going
stripping
too hard
the
on
bolt.
it.
Yeah.
Oh,
You know, that's a big problem for me. Like,
Well, look at her arms. Do you think she'll strip anything?
no.
Probably not.
I got pretty big guns though. Oh.
Yeah, good back arms. Yeah.
It's the black shirt. It's underestimating the power of those guns.
But yeah, she's going to try. That's why she doesn't normally dress like a farmer.
So you have to jack up the car too, right?
Yeah, she's got to do everything. She's got to find the tools because we're just going to throw them like loosely in a trunk.
No, you're not.
She's going to find the tools, and then she's got to do the jack. She's got to take the tire out. Well, first she's got to you got to unscrew it before you lift the jack, right?
Yeah, you have to get the jack.
You got to
out.
loosen the tire, and then you lift the car. And then we don't stop the timer.
Tanner doesn't know what he's talking about. He's like, you gotta lift the tire, you gotta unscrew the thing, you gotta burn it.
He's not on trial today.
Yeah, it's a good thing you're not changing this tire.
No, it was a little overplaced, but the facts are all there.
You gonna do it in the freeway or just in the?
No, we're gonna do it downstairs. We're gonna drive by fast in vehicles.
No, but you put the jack. You got to unscrew the tire. Put the jack under there, then jack it, and then we're not going to stop the timer until she puts the car back down and pulls the jack out. That's
What kind of jack is it though?
I don't know.
She has
I don't
no
The one that comes from the manufacturer is going to be hard.
Right.
Usually little like this.
I know.
They're crappy.
You have to crank it.
Yes, I know.
I don't know if it's going to be that
But
or
the
like a
old
nice
ones,
one.
Man, it has a little bottom.
Yeah, like the one where you have like an arm.
That's the last time I changed the car with those.
Yeah. Was
It
that
has
like
a little hook and you have to push it to the front.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yep.
nope, that's not it. I don't got one of those.
So we're gonna see.
And what is that thing called?
I think
tire iron?
The tire iron. Yeah.
A cross, right? A cross.
Oh, I don't know if she'll have the cross or if she'll have just a standard.
It'll probably just look
Either-
like a wrench, just like
You
a
have to take the
one-
hubcap off too.
I have no idea.
I don't even know if there's
he's got
hubcaps. I don't
hubcaps
know.
and-
We're gonna
Oh my
find
God,
out.
I don't know if there's hubcaps.
These are all the variables that are going
That's
to
how you
come
need
into
the
play.
Ford, because the little pig will take the hubcap off.
Yeah.
And
Well,
then
Felipe, now I'm like more nervous.
Thank you.
Yeah,
That's what I
that.
like.
Yeah,
I like it when she's on her toes.
We need you thinking about all the different aspects of this.
Wow.
He's making
Okay.
sense.
All right. Well.
also the one that comes with the car, which is like a little diamond.
Yeah. The scissor jack.
You have to place it somewhere in the middle of the car, which I don't even know where anymore.
Yeah, you can't do the body of the car because it's
different.
gonna
You have
just
to
crack that
you have to
fiberglass.
place it somewhere on the chassis, but it's
Right
different.
under the
it's
gas
different
tank
for
there.
every. No, it's different for every car. So.
Do you think she'll be able to pull it off?
Well, put up the outfit, so
She's got the outfit.
she's dressed for the job.
Yeah.
Exactly.
All right.
I
Well,
think she'd do it, man. Cause my wife does all that stuff.
your wife does.
Yeah.
That's kind of awesome. And so
She
she's
knows-
like, is your wife's the man of the house, or
She's the
just,
man of the house.
just the
But I
tire
don't know
guy?
on anything, man.
Wow.
Like she's the one. She called the exterminator, and she knows how to get rid of ants and all that stuff.
So do you know anything about the house?
I'm good at losing caps to like the milk and orange juice.
Uh-huh.
Oh, all right.
The cap to the ketchup. It's always lost. Mayonnaise jar gone.
With the mayonnaise.
Man, I don't know what happened. I open the jar of mayonnaise. I place it somewhere. I turn around. Disappears.
Okay.
Gone.
It's a mystery.
I gotta put aluminum foil with a spoon in it to cover it up.
Oh my goodness.
I have a problem
I've been
also
there.
leaving my floss everywhere.
Yeah.
Floss?
Gross.
Yeah. I don't-
Like used floss?
yeah.
Oh no.
Where do you
But
leave it?
I thought it was bad, but then I hung out with my wife's brother and his wife, and they share that little pig floss.
Oh, they
They
share
share
one?
it?
Yeah.
No, they
We
don't.
were at a restaurant eating.
Oh
but
my
she was my
God.
witness. We were at a restaurant eating, and I got something in my tooth. Then he was already taking his off. He like wiped it with his mouth, and he passed it to his
Oh
wife.
my God! I don't care. I don't care. That's too much.
They're soulmates, brother. And she was like picking at it.
No.
Then she put it in a napkin. I'll save it for dinner.
No.
They were having lunch.
I'm
Oh
not-
my
They used
God.
one
Okay.
pig
Throw
all
up.
year for each other all
All
day.
year.
All
Yeah.
year.
Well, that's how you save some money. You know?
Yeah, man. They're like picking at each other.
No.
Like we were in England. They were doing it in a bus, and people were just staring at them.
That's so
the lady
gross.
said, they must be Americans.
Yeah, made us look real good over there.
Yeah.
Jeez.
I love my wife, but we are not sharing floss.
Me neither, bro.
That is not happening.
What's the grossest thing you and your wife do, you think, Felipe?
I think it's just me.
It's just you?
Oh, okay.
She's a good person.
Would you ever share a toothbrush with your wife?
Oh, she knows. She doesn't even know I do it sometimes when I can't find mine.
You're sneakily using her toothbrush.
Man,
oh,
God.
That's the
Felipe.
grossest thing you guys
Just
do, and
wipe
she doesn't
it,
know.
I gotta rinse it because I rinse my toothbrush. Like when I brush my teeth with electric toothbrush, I clean it and I leave it right there.
Yeah.
Spotless. Hers is full of toothpaste on it.
Yeah, that run off.
My question is, how do you lose your toothbrush? Or I guess you travel a
Well,
lot.
he loses everything. He loses the cap to the
loses the mayonnaise.
I just think like you'd have maybe a travel toothbrush and then one toothbrush that just stays at your house.
No, I don't. I wish I did.
Okay.
Now that you mention it.
Also, a refrigerator makes like a buzzing noise when you leave it on too long.
Yeah.
And that's me, man. I always leave it buzzing.
Yeah, mine actually does a little chime at me because I'll leave it open all the time. Ding, 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 ding.
Your electric bill must be through the roof.
I forget to. I do the same thing, Felipe. So that's all right.
Yeah,
I leave
but the
cupboards
tooth-
open too. I'm the guy who leaves cupboards open. I'll
Yeah,
just
but
like
sharing
open.
toothpick, man. I don't know about that.
Yeah, that's
No,
really
no,
gross.
no, no,
And well,
that's-
sharing the toothpaste too, or in the
And
toothbrush.
The toothbrush is gross too.
But she don't know, so.
That's fine.
Okay.
true.
It's not gross unless they know
our
about
little
it.
secret.
Are you one of those guys that will wipe your ass dust off the toilet seat when you get up?
Oh, I clean the whole toilet, man.
You'll clean the whole toilet?
Yeah, because I don't have regular poops like a healthy person anymore.
Okay.
I gotta wash my back too.
Stop! Oh my god!
It kind of goes
Bro.
everywhere. Yeah. It's just,
You gotta take a shower.
Like, I
every
wasn't like
time.
when I was young, when it was just when you're 20, you wipe and there's nothing on the paper. That's when the healthy days.
Yeah, the good old
nothing
days.
on the paper, just a little line, like a little bump. But you get older, man. Like so last night, my stomach started. I was the hotel guy was microwaving my pizza.
Yeah.
And then on the way to the restroom, I hit with a sharp pain, man. Like my water busted. Like I'm all pregnant, and I like, oh man, I'm not gonna make this. I have too many bags. I open the door. Plate shatters, bro, on the floor. I grabbed the pizza right away before the plate fell, and I had it in my hand and my backpack, and I opened up my door and I walked over the broken plate. I started licking my fingers. I ate the pizza, but and I went to the restroom. I had my marinara sauce in my hand.
Oh,
and I just exploded, man.
well, now nobody can eat breakfast.
I think you have a bad relationship with cheese.
I do, bro. Because I ate cheese
Maybe wanna get
7
some-
days ago.
Get some lactate.
Yeah, 7
Help you
days
out.
ago I ate cheese.
Just
And
explode
then you
like
had
a
a
cannon.
pizza
Well,
in your
vegan-
hand
that was
as it
vegan
was.
pizza.
All right.
Oh, there it is.
Okay.
Well, hopefully, listen, there's a pizza by the slice place really close to Helium. Stay away from it.
They have a bathroom too.
Because you don't want to
Yeah,
explode
that's
on
true.
stage. Have you ever had like being on stage? I've always wondered this. What happens like, because I've been on the air before and all of a sudden like a number 2 kicks in. Have you
That
ever-
never happened to me, thank God.
Oh, really? Okay.
But it happened to a comedian.
Show
I was-
mode, he locks up.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, it happened to a comedian I was with, and we were working, and he goes, "Oh man, ladies and gentlemen, I'm gonna bring back your host." And I went up.
Okay, so you had to vamp for a little bit.
Yeah, I went up. I was a new comic. I barely had 10 minutes of material. So the headliner goes, I saw him come back. He had his shirt tucked in.
Oh, yeah, he'd been
Everything was
through it.
neat. He washed his face, and he went back on stage
Oh
and
my
finished it.
goodness.
Well, you laid on the grenade for him
Yeah.
there so he could go and just hug knees.
I think it'd be funny if the comedian just took the mic with him and did 5
Oh,
minutes
no.
of his set in the bathroom while he did his business.
Say, oh, you're coming with me, guys. Who wants?
I had my partial teeth come off during stage one time.
Oh.
Like a
I had a
temporary?
flipper,
Yeah.
temporary one. So they got the real ones.
Yeah.
And they were like, they came off.
Just-
And I had to like perform like with my mouth down the way Cat Williams did in Friday.
Oh, okay.
'Cause
Yeah,
he had
yeah.
no teeth in Friday. And
So that's why he had to do that. Okay, I
yeah,
was
so we had to
wondering.
do that. So I remember him doing that in Friday. So I started like getting the microphone and holding it, and cheating, you know,
That's
like a
a sneaky
ventriloquist cheating.
Did anyone suspect?
Nobody.
Oh, that's
Nice.
good.
Nice.
Wow.
I went back on after the show and put him back on and did the meet and greet.
Yeah.
Oh no, they were none the
You
wiser.
need some of that. You need some of that, like denture glue, or whatever.
Yeah.
It is.
You got good
But now
looking
I'm
teeth
back.
now, though. Those are good
Yeah,
looking.
look at those-
That grill is
Nice.
good. That's nice.
Curly
That's a
white.
nice
Should have
smile.
seen the other one. I had my real ones were really bad, man. When I bite an apple, it looked like 3 people bit it.
Oh my god.
Felipe Esparza is going to be at Helium Comedy Club this weekend. Portland.heliumcomedy.com is the website. Is it 2 tonight, 2 tomorrow?
2 tonight, 2 tomorrow, 1 on Sunday. Also, check out my podcast, What's Up Fool, and I have a new one called History for Fools. And then my wife and I have one about binging television. It's called Do You Even Binge, Bro?
What show are you binging right now?
Oh man, The Americans.
Okay, I haven't watched that one.
I haven't either.
It's good. It's about the 1980s Cold War, and this Russian family is living in America.
Okay.
For like 20 years, and they're doing so many bad stuff.
He's doing some bad stuff.
As they
And
check
yeah,
that.
man, they even have an episode where so the Russians, they give the president like a big old plaque,
Yeah.
and there's the camera inside of it.
Oh, sneaky.
Oh, and I wonder what's in that plane that's been offered to us.
Yeah, peanuts, bro.
Yeah, lots of peanuts.
So many.
All right, Felipe, you're the man. Your tracksuit is fantastic.
It is, and the shoes to boot.
You smell good. He's going to be at Helium this weekend. Portland.heliumcomedy.com is the website. We will see you next time you come in, brother.
Thanks for having me.
You've been watching the Tanner, Drew, and Laura SpyCam video stream, powered by coffee, Jell-O shots, and depression. Please stand by. Tanner, Drew, and Laura will be back in minutes. So be patient, for f***'s sake. Thank you for continuing to hold. We're currently at a break or playing a song that we can't afford the rights to. But as the kids say, chill, bruh. Tanner, Drew, and Laura will be back in minutes. On God. Tanner, Drew, and Laura will be back in minutes. In the meantime, follow the show on Instagram and TikTok at Tanner, Drew, and Laura.
Thank you for checking out the Tanner, Drew, and Laura SpyCam video stream. We're currently at a break or playing a song that we can't afford the rights to. Please continue to stand by. Your viewership is very important to us. And remember, keep calm and bing bong, f***ers. Thank you for continuing to sit there like a big dum-dum. Tanner, Drew, and Laura will be back in minutes. Thank you for continuing to sit there and do nothing. Tanner, Drew, and Laura will be back momentarily. In the meantime, call your mom for God's sake. Whoa, isn't this taking forever? Tanner, Drew, and Laura will be back in minutes. Thank you for continuing to hold.
the big story.
It's now time to go around the room and share what we think the biggest stories of the day are. Drew, you want to go?
Sure. The big story to me is the energy drink ingredient taurine is being linked to cancer.
Uh-oh.
Now, we do hear a lot about this these days when it comes to anything that you put in your body. But the weird one about this is taurine is an amino acid that occurs naturally in parts of the human body, but it can promote the growth of leukemia cells. Now, it's written on the top of most energy drink cans, especially these ones that have come out with zero sugar or very light amounts of sugar that are supposed to be quote unquote good for you. But now I'm guessing there's a memo going around to remove the word taurine from the top of the can because it's not a great thing. It's also believed to be in some protein powders, so you can check the back there, and foods like meat, fish, and eggs. So I'm likely going to die within the week.
Why does everything have to give you cancer?
I don't know.
I mean, they just named all of the basic proteins that
right.
you
It's
eat
like
in a
I
meat-based diet.
can't avoid all of that.
Okay, so no eggs, no fish, no meat. What?
Might be better just list the things that don't give us cancer.
Yeah,
Right.
exactly.
Because it'll take less time.
Take about 5 seconds.
I think the biggest story of the day is Christopher Nolan's new movie Odyssey will be the first blockbuster movie shot entirely on IMAX cameras.
Cool.
It's apparently his most ambitious project yet, shot entirely with IMAX cameras and featuring a star-studded cast, including Matt Damon, Tom Holland, Zendaya's in this movie as well, Anne Hathaway. I mean, it's a really great cast.
A lot there.
He's been building towards this milestone since 2008 when The Dark Knight utilized IMAX cameras for just one selected action scene.
Wow.
So this whole film is going to be big. I mean, have you seen the reels for these IMAX
They're
movies?
so big.
I mean, like it takes a truck, like a
Really?
person. You need. I mean, they're giant. They could barely. I don't know if they could fit through the doorway.
So
They're so big.
does that mean they won't be able to be played on any other screens? Is it just IMAX?
I think they can.
exclusive?
They're going to convert it, so
Yeah.
you'll
It'll
be able to see it
exist
on.
other mediums, but
Yeah.
that's the way to see it.
Yeah, when it's shot like that, like when they shoot 3D movies in 3D, then they look good. It's when they convert it later that it looks bad.
Yeah.
So as long as it's shot with that stuff, I'm in. Christopher Nolan is one of the best directors of our day, so I'll watch whatever he makes.
Should be good. I think the big story is that flying from Portland to Seattle will get a little bit easier starting next week. Seaport Airlines is offering a new service that avoids PDX and SeaTac, as well as the time it takes to get through TSA. They fly small 9-passenger planes that don't require TSA inspections. Their service is aimed at business travelers. They'll fly between the Atlantic Aviation Terminal in Portland and Seattle's Boeing Field, but there will be 24 flights a day every 45 minutes starting May 20th, and a round-trip flight costs about $500.
9
So if
people.
Yeah, I mean, which is
Kind of feeling private jetty at that
makes
point.
me nervous. Small planes creep me out. But I mean, if you are just one of those people who flies back and forth from Portland to Seattle all the time, might make sense for you.
Right. All right, more on the stories at 1059thebrew.com coming up next.
Oh, I'm so nervous.
Lugnut Laura is going to attempt to change a tire on a vehicle. She has not done this in over 10 years.
Yeah.
She's convinced that she can do it, but you never really know.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's got to check the box now. You got a whole city who predicted that you can. You don't want to let them down.
Laura showed up prepared, though. Today she's in her overalls looking like Mario.
Yeah.
And she's ready to change this tire. Fat Thor is here. Everyone's downstairs ready to do this. We'll kick this off coming up right after Sublime. It's Tanner, Drew, and Laura on The Brew.
You've been watching the Tanner, Drew, and Laura SpyCam video stream, powered by coffee, Jello shots, and depression. Please stand by. Tanner, Drew, and Laura will be back in minutes. So be patient, for f***'s sake. Thank you for continuing to hold. We're currently at a break or playing a song that we can't afford the rights to. But as the kids say, chill, bruh. Tanner, Drew, and Laura will be back in minutes. On God. Tanner, Drew, and Laura will be back in minutes. In the meantime, follow the show on Instagram and TikTok at Tanner, Drew, and Laura.
Thank you for checking out the Tanner, Drew, and Laura SpyCam video stream. We're currently at a break or playing a song that we can't afford the rights to. Please continue to stand by. Your viewership is very important to us. And remember, keep calm and bing bong, f***ers.
Yeah. Happy Friday. Ow. Oh, man. So ready for the weekend. So ready to sleep in tomorrow. I cannot wait.
It's going to be nice.
And the next weekend, Memorial Day, it's going to be beautiful outside. Just get through this wet weekend and we'll be all right. All right, let's do this here. Laura is about to change the tire on a vehicle, or at least attempt to.
That's right.
And, you know, a lot of people think she can do it. And I think she can do it. Drew thinks she can do it. Now the question is, how long will it take her?
Mm-hmm.
So let's check in with the guys downstairs. Hey, good morning.
Good morning.
Hi, Laura. How are you?
Hey, can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Okay, perfect. We're down here.
All right, Laura's in
and
the...
I'm already...
Go ahead.
I'm already seeing some things that I don't love.
Really? Like
we
what?
haven't even started yet.
Yep. Well, I mean, I was told that this was a flat surface down here. And it's not really.
Once you get all the way into the garage, it's flat.
Somebody's gonna run my toe over.
It's flat. What are you talking about?
It's flat-ish. Okay,
It's
whatever.
flat.
That's fine.
We're starting with the excuses real early.
Yeah, no, it is flat.
I know what to do.
We went in there yesterday to make sure, and it is flat for a good car and a half.
Have you seen this car? Have you seen this car?
I have not seen the car yet.
That's what
are they streaming on Instagram?
No, not yet.
Well, someone needs to get that stream
we
going.
need an Instagram stream ASAP.
Are we starting I thought we were starting when you started.
Yeah.
Just turn
okay,
on the stream so people can get involved.
Before right now?
Yeah, no, not during the live show. We'll do it later. So she does know what kind of car it is though now, not what kind, what year and what model.
Laura, what kind of car does Fat Thor have?
It's a Mercedes. I don't know. They all have like long names with like a bunch of letters and numbers.
Read the
I
letters.
Don't know. Hold on. There are no letters. Hold on.
They're all in the back.
Mercedes
She's got to get to the back.
Sport. I don't know if my microphone will go that long. We're a little.
Drew is rather bossy this morning.
Hold
What's
on.
going
Just
on?
want
Why
to
is he
know
in
the
dad
name
mode
of
so hard?
We want to know the name of the vehicle. That's it. One of you
Okay,
walk
hold
back
on.
there. How many people
there
does
are
it take to
wires
screw
galore
in a
out
light
here.
bulb?
I'm trying to. Okay, hold on. All right, here we go. It is a C230 Mercedes compressor. It looks like It looks like maybe early 2000s.
Ooh,
I'm
this
guessing.
may be tougher. This could be tough.
Yeah.
Let's see.
I had a feeling it was going to be an old
down
rundown
here.
Mercedes.
Yeah, he bought it off
Getting
a guy.
on- I
at
There's
really
no way
hope
he's.
that
There's no
this-
way like he's balling around
This
in a
better
nice
not
Mercedes.
be where the. This better not be where the jack goes.
Tell you, or I could not tell you. I mean,
Have you ever changed a tire on this car?
actually, I have.
Okay.
It has alloy wheels, so there's no hubcaps.
Yes.
So she's got direct access to all of the lug nuts.
I'm just gonna get dirty here. I'm gonna take a gander down.
Okay.
At the,
So are we
Down on her
underway
hands and
here?
knees.
Is this underway?
No.
When
she's inspecting.
Can you guys?
I don't know. I'm kind of baffled by this right now, you guys.
All right. So hold on, real quick, before I melt
Yeah.
down. Can somebody go live on Instagram for the love of sweet God?
Well, we're talking about KCB Forterbay, who acts like he's never used a phone before. So
Yeah.
Are you live? Okay.
I'm not seeing
he
it.
says he's live.
Oh, here it is. Okay, I do see it now. All right. All right.
Okay.
We are streaming a video online at Instagram at 1059 The Brew. I see
Okay.
Laura on the ground right now looking under the vehicle, Drew.
And okay, so
this is making me nervous.
Why?
Because if this is where the jack goes, no, it's not. You can't pop that off. Okay. Let's just do this because
All right. Let's do it.
Okay,
Let's
first
do it.
is complicated.
Laura, you got to
Okay.
get into the driver's seat vehicle, and we got to reenact
Yes.
we got to
gonna
act
blow
out
a tire.
you blowing a tire, all right? So
All right, yeah.
Get in the front seat.
Here I am. Baby, I'm a firework. That's me singing karaoke in my car while I'm driving. Have did a bit. Somebody has to make a sound effect of my tire popping. Oh no. Guys, I think I have a flat tire. I've got some bad news for you.
Oh, geez, Laura,
All
what are you
right,
going to do?
So I think I'm going to have to change the tire myself. Okay, so first things first, wheel is straight, parking brake on.
is the timer
Because you
starting
gotta be-
now? Do I start a timer?
Yeah, start the timer.
All right, I gotta
start
go.
the timer.
Let's
We're
go.
going. Okay. Parking brake is on. I'm gonna put on my emergency flashers because that's the safe thing to do. All right. I don't know. I'm not gonna be able to hold this microphone.
Can I
so-
change my estimate from 20 minutes because this is going to take way longer than that, just based
Can I
on
do
what's happened in the last
1
couple.
year, please?
Put the mic in your lap, Laura.
Hold on. All right. Well, where's the car keys? Can I borrow those? Thank you. Wait. Hold on. I don't know how to open the trunk. How do I open the trunk? Wait.
Probably have to pop it.
With this. Okay, we're opening the trunk.
She's walking around aimlessly.
There's stuff. There is stuff all over this trunk. There is junk in the trunk.
Laura, you're complaining this whole time and wasting time.
You haven't done a thing.
Yeah, well, you don't see what I'm doing right now.
I can see it.
Actively opening the trunk.
There's a box, there's a chair, there's a skateboard, there's all sorts of random stuff in here.
Okay.
And she's gotta find the jack.
I don't know what.
Oh,
Oh
there's-
my God! I didn't anticipate this type of jack. No.
You got to
Oh,
watch her on
no.
Instagram because she's melting
Oh
down.
no, guys, you would not know what to do with this jack. I'm just gonna tell you that right
We're
now.
streaming video on Instagram at 1059 The Brew.
So it looks like everything. He had a full trunk, and it looks like she's got to go into the compartment underneath.
She's getting the tire right now.
Uh oh. Laura.
There's your batteries in your trunk? Okay, so here's this. This is the jack. Has anyone ever seen a jack like this? Because I have not. Okay, whatever, you guys. This is BS. Whose idea was this to use Fat Thor's car?
It's a group
Okay.
decision.
Well, you didn't want to use yours.
Yeah, yours would have been simple.
Tire iron.
He's got party cups.
She can't even get the jack out of it.
Skateboards.
Oh, no, she got the jack. She got the jack.
Here comes the jack.
Okay, chains. I don't need any of that. Okay, here we go. Here we go. I don't know how to use this thing. I don't even know how to get this thing off. Do you have a chalk? Is there a chalk?
A chalk?
Since we're on an incline,
What do you need chalk for? We're not playing hop, skip, jump here.
not chalk, like a chalk, so the car doesn't roll.
Oh, yeah.
You dumb.
You're burnt.
Hold on.
Don't be calling names with where you are in the process.
I would love to see you guys do this. I would
That's-
love to see any of you guys do this. Okay.
So this is an interesting jack she has here. It's definitely an older foreign model jack.
All I see on the video right now is Laura running back from the trunk to the side of the car.
I'm going to use
She's
this
scattered.
dog bowl. I don't know if this is going to do anything. This is concerning, actually. I might die today. So if it rolls this way.
Your time is starting to look so good.
The only thing you're going to die from is embarrassment if you don't do this.
You guys, I am going to... This is a problem.
And oh my God, they're just watching her fall apart too.
I don't know how to get this off. All right, instruction manual time.
Oh my God! What I tell you? By the way, Fat Thor has already popped a beer.
I saw him drinking on the camera,
I
but
thought that looked like a Pacifico.
God, who the hell's weed? What are they, weed whacking?
There's no instruction manual.
This is just like the freeway. It's like we're getting real noise and Laura, the way she's walking around the car, she would have been drilled on I-5 by now. 4 feet from the car.
Oh, she's causing an accident and a traffic jam for sure.
She's back in the car. She's back in the driver's
There's
seat.
like 7 inhalers.
He has asthma. Look at him.
A lot of Tanner, Drew, and Laura stickers.
That's attaboy.
She is 4 minutes in, and so far the jack isn't even under the car.
Laura, where's the manual?
He doesn't have one, apparently, which Tanner told me the Fat Thor would have a manual.
I said no, he probably does not have a manual.
Yeah, he did bring up that there's a possibility that there was going to be no manual.
YouTube is coming out because this is one situation that I did not prepare for. All right.
Are you really going to YouTube this?
Jack? No, wait, hold on. There's probably instructions in German, by the way.
Okay, maybe we should take a break while she figures it out.
Oh, yeah. Well, she's definitely not going to be done by the time we get back. So we've got that going for us.
Okay, this could be... This is so dumb.
She's Googling how to change the
tire. Oh, my
tire.
God, Laura. You should have done this already.
I don't know how to get this thing off. All right, that's fine.
People in the chat are just saying, Laura, grab the crowbar.
There is no crowbar.
I'm not sure what a crowbar would do for her right now.
I think
I also don't want to mess up
the tool in general.
I don't want to mess up Fat Thor's car.
Someone said this is hard to watch.
It can't, right?
Because there's just a bunch of guys watching her do it because nobody's helping her, so I think that makes it a big
and like
cringe.
Court knows how to do it, and he's just got the mic right in her face, dead silent.
No, he just tried to take the thing off, and it won't come off.
It's not gonna happen. My favorite so far.
What is? And then you got.
It's not gonna happen.
What's Beefwater saying?
Yeah. What is the beef mumbling
Hold
back
on.
there?
I don't hear him.
What's the name of this guy?
He's off mic talking.
C230 compressor.
Oh my God. All right, so we're going to take a break. Laura's going to literally YouTube a video. This is why I put 42 minutes on the clock.
Because she is almost 6 minutes in and has gotten nowhere.
This is why I said it's going to take a little longer because she's going to be Googling things like this. You can watch, we're going to go to break, but you can watch all this happen right now.
I would love to see any of you do this.
No, let's not deflect.
I gotta be honest with you.
We could
stay in our
Hold on.
stay in the zone here.
Okay, so follow us on Instagram at 1059thebrew.
That's not the thing.
She's Googling right now.
Oh my God.
You'll be able to see Laura Google this as she tries to figure out how to change the tire in this car. We'll be back.
You've been watching the Tanner, Drew, and Laura SpyCam video stream, powered by coffee, Jello shots, and depression. Please stand by. Tanner, Drew, and Laura will be back in minutes. So be patient, for f***'s sake. Thank you for continuing to hold. We're currently at a break or playing a song that we can't afford the rights to. But as the kids say, chill, bruh. Tanner, Drew, and Laura will be back in minutes. On God. Tanner, Drew, and Laura will be back in minutes. In the meantime, follow the show on Instagram and TikTok at Tanner, Drew, and Laura.
Thank you for checking out the Tanner, Drew, and Laura SpyCam video stream. We're currently at a break or playing a song that we can't afford the rights to. Please continue to stand by. Your viewership is very important to us. And remember, keep calm and bing bong, f***ers. Thank you for continuing to sit there like a big dum-dum. Tanner, Drew, and Laura will be back in minutes. Thank you for continuing to sit there and do nothing. Tanner, Drew, and Laura will be back momentarily. In the meantime, call your mom for God's sake. Whoa, isn't this taking forever? Tanner, Drew, and Laura will be back in minutes. Thank you for continuing to hold.
All right, Laura is currently attempting to change the tire on Fat Thor's car. We are streaming video right now on Instagram at 1059 The Brew. I can see Laura on her knees, and it looks like here. Let me get him on the mic again. Hey guys, Laura.
Oh yeah, hey. Sorry, I'm busy.
Tell us what happened while we were at break.
Okay, so we join effort here.
But by the way, nobody should be helping. Nobody should be helping her. I heard a couple people say like, "Hey, do it this way."
I heard some Jack helping during the break.
She needed help specifically from Thor because what she was about to do was going to wreck his car.
Yeah, so because this is like the one scenario that I was not anticipating. So the tire is off, by the way.
All right,
so
Laura.
She's just removed all the bolts.
Yeah, you could see her.
Yes, all the lug screws are off. Which, by the way, these screws are why this is going to be a problem getting the tire back on because there's nowhere to put there's nowhere to mount the tire.
Pull the tire all the way
see what I'm
away
saying?
for a second.
Here, Casey, get down in there. You see, there are no.
There's no bolts sticking out, and so
I just have to hold the tire with my own strength and like put the bolts back in.
But she got the car jacked up. That's good.
On other models, there are tools which would help you with that, but not on Fat Thor's car. So
not on the 94
anyway,
or whatever this is.
We're burning time here.
Yeah, so far we are 18 minutes in, Laura.
It looks like we're going to get cooked
wheels
here.
going back on now. She's about to put it back on.
Yeah, which is going to be a challenge because this is heavy. Okay, so what we're going to do... Okay.
What was that?
She's muscling it up.
It's me. Okay. Well, I mean, my overalls are getting dirty. Okay.
So you've got to lift that tire off the ground then.
Yeah, I'm watching her do it.
Correct.
It's
this is going to be the tough part, and there's no helping on this part. This is tough.
No, this is the easy part. Honestly, finding out how to put that jack in was the hard part.
Are you on there? That did
what was
not
that?
Sound
that did not sound good, Laura.
It's fine. It's my hat hitting the microphone.
We should have had Thor sign a waiver.
I can't talk to you guys right now. I'm concentrating.
Well, we're here to help.
She's dropping
support.
things.
Hold on. Wait.
That's not your hat making that sound. I can promise you that.
It's not, but it's fine.
No, that metal sound hitting the ground, that's totally
brand,
her hat.
Yeah, exactly. That's Carhartt brand, baby. Oh.
What can I use? Is any of this free game? What do you mean? I just need to prop that tire up.
See, this is not going to plan. I thought we were toast, Tanner, but this may prove to put us back in the money.
I said she'd do it in 42 minutes. Drew said 38. Beef said 30.
Whatever. Tanner's getting roasted, first of all.
What did he do?
Yeah,
on the time. Oh, on the time. Okay.
Yeah, well, you're not there
and
yet.
Also,
so.
next time you can do this. Nope, that's too
I would have been
tall.
done already.
Darn it. You would not have been done. All right, we're just going to have to rely on brute strength here.
Yeah.
Which...
You do silking. You can do it.
I definitely thought you were a little stronger than this.
You can watch everything on Instagram at 1059 The Brew.
It is tough, though, because the bolt is what holds it in. It's not just about picking a tire up and putting it on a mount. All jokes aside, this does not look easy.
Okay. And then it's getting caught. Okay.
And it's like they're...
Laura's one of those people, like, when she gets mad, she'll... She'll scream.
It is so funny because... Court's a girl dad, so look at his face right now. He's like trying, he wants to help so bad. Like he's tapping his foot near tools.
Yeah.
Like he's not saying anything, but wait.
Is she tightening it? It looks like she's tightening it.
Gosh darn it.
Is that in? It's not in?
No.
Oh.
Stop talking to me.
Someone says use your foot and hold it up.
That's what I'm doing. Hold on. If this isn't timed,
someone in the
this would
chat
be a
said,
cakewalk.
"Don't ever get a job at a tire center, Laura, ever."
Yeah,
I think she's got one. She's got one going in right now.
She's got one.
Oh, she's got her feet up there now.
Okay.
Most people don't put a tire on in stirrups, but whatever gets the job done.
All right, she's tightening the bolt.
Is that going in, Laura?
It looks like it's going in.
Drew.
Come on. Hey, if you're frustrated with us, take it out on the tire.
Damn.
Let's try to get you to the finish line.
We are 23.
Got two.
We are 21 minutes in. So that means court's out.
That Jack.
But if he's still closer, he would be the winner because we're just going closest.
I have a personal vendetta against that Jack because I would have been done in 15 minutes.
Oh, man. What was beef? 30?
30 minutes
so
for
if this
beef.
gets to 26, then it's beef instead of court.
And it's still court if not.
It's only court for another 4 minutes.
All the nuts are back on.
Uh-oh.
Tightening.
Oh, no. The man in the flannel is going to take us out. She's going.
Yeah, she's got to get the car down, though.
Yeah.
And the jack completely out. But so far, she's about
She is now putting the jack back down.
80%
and the jack
there.
needs to be back in the trunk.
No, it does not. We said out from underneath.
No,
the
all your
car.
supplies need to be put away.
Well, they weren't really away. In
We'll
the
stop the
first
timer
place,
as soon as you pull the jack.
That's fine. We're only lobbying for beef at this point because we're dead. She's going to pull it off, Tanner.
She's lowering the jack right now.
She's dropped a cell phone, I think.
She's lowering the
Put the little
jack.
thingy back on. I will say this was the biggest problem of the entire thing. On this Mercedes, there's like a little cover that covers the spot where you jack up the car, and it's not obvious. And so that's what kind of tripped her up for the first 5 minutes or so.
She's got her cap.
I mean, the jack is out, so I feel like I win.
No, that cap's got to go in
Why?
because the
Stop the
car's
cap.
got to be in working order.
Do I stop the timer?
No, she's trying. Yes. She's trying. Oh, can
There
you
it
not?
is.
She get the cap? Oh, pop. Uh-oh.
Close enough. Done.
There it is, done. You
And
did
it's
it in
court.
23 minutes and 26 seconds, Laura. There it is. Wow.
They told me I have to retighten the bolt.
Oh, I guess we do have to make sure those are tight. But, you know, she did it, though. I mean, the tire's on.
Wait, so the bolts aren't tightened?
No, hey, Marshall, the boss is down to inspect my
We'll
work.
get down there and tighten the bolts in, Laura. Have a wheel falling off.
Well, wouldn't that mean that the timer should go back on until they're tight?
I started it again.
All right. Oh, you better hurry if you're doing this for court. You got under a minute.
I'm done.
Oh, I'm seeing the things.
They're done. She's
All right.
she's tightened them all.
All right.
Okay.
All right, there it is.
Nice work. Court wins. Laura wins.
Thank you, everyone.
She did it.
Never doubted you for a minute.
She did it,
Why
everybody.
don't you wear gloves?
Somebody just
That's
said,
another
she
thing.
didn't even wear
That's
gloves.
another thing that was supposed. That's another thing that was supposed to come in this kit was white gloves. This is why you never listen to YouTube videos.
Laura, you have a victory speech? You did it. Do you have anything to say to the people who doubted you?
I told you so.
Congratulations.
Yeah, and also,
Here's your own custom action figure for being the Amazon woman you are.
take
Thank you,
offense
Fat
to that.
handing out gifts.
But I would say, you know, thanks to everybody who supported me, but I feel like people turned their backs on me pretty quick at the beginning who were like, oh, no way she's going to get this done. Oh, not a chance. Good thing she doesn't have a job at a tire store. Get out.
Yeah, you
Get
were
out of here.
you were collapsing emotionally there for a while, but you recovered.
She did it,
I
everybody.
was.
The video is on Instagram at 1059thebrew. If you are at work and you want to watch this later, you can check that out when you get a chance. Congratulations, Laura. She did it in almost 24 minutes.
That's our girl.
It's 1059 The Brew.
You've been watching the Tanner, Drew, and Laura SpyCam video stream, powered by coffee, Jell-O shots, and depression. Please stand by. Tanner, Drew, and Laura will be back in minutes. So be patient, for f***'s sake. Thank you for continuing to hold. We're currently at a break or playing a song that we can't afford the rights to. But as the kids say, chill, bruh. Tanner, Drew, and Laura will be back in minutes. On God. Tanner, Drew, and Laura will be back in minutes. In the meantime, follow the show on Instagram and TikTok at Tanner, Drew, and Laura.
Thank you for checking out the Tanner, Drew, and Laura SpyCam video stream. We're currently at a break or playing a song that we can't afford the rights to. Please continue to stand by. Your viewership is very important to us. And remember, keep calm and bing bong, f***ers. Thank you for continuing to sit there like a big dum-dum. Tanner, Drew, and Laura will be back in minutes. Thank you for continuing to sit there and do nothing. Tanner, Drew, and Laura will be back momentarily. In the meantime, call your mom for God's sake. Whoa, isn't this taking forever? Tanner, Drew, and Laura will be back in minutes. Thank you for continuing to hold.
Great job, Laura. She's not back in the studio yet, but I think she's just taking a victory lap downstairs right now.
Yeah.
But she pulled it off. She changed the tire in just under 24 minutes, which was pretty great. The video is online on Instagram. If you missed it, you can watch the entire thing in real time at 1059thebrew.com. And yeah, it's pretty great, man. She did a good job. She looked good in her overalls. Even though at first I thought she looked like Mario when I got here, but after, as the day went on, she looked like a real mechanic.
She definitely, and she put a little dust on those things after she spent some time down next to that car. I was concerned early when I saw the jack. It was not as conventional because it's older and it's foreign.
And she was kind of panicking early on, Googling YouTube videos and stuff. So, but she got it together.
When she parked the excuse wagon and got back to work, because right there was like, we're on a hill. Oh, this isn't the brand of car. This isn't the kind of jack. Oh, he doesn't have a manual.
Right.
It's like when you're on the side of the road, you're right about all those things, but you still have to change the tire.
You just got to figure it out, man.
And so she did it, and I'm proud of her.
Go check out the video on Instagram at 1059thebrew. Got some talkback messages coming in from people.
You guys need to be a little bit nicer to Laura. Come on, give her a break. Stop jazzing her. Let her do her thing.
Yeah, good morning, Brew Crew. Laura, we're going to have to pull your NASCAR pit crew tire swapping application out of the group. We feel that we are not best suited for you. You're not best suited for us. Good luck with your future endeavors, and have a great weekend.
It's too bad.
And see you down the road.
Good morning, Brew. Tofalo. Bing bong. Congratulations, Laura. It looked a little rough in the beginning, but you got it. Good job. Happy Friday.
The other guys that changing that tire, the way you managed that, good job. Way to go. Bing bong.
Bing bong. Bing bong.
Bing bing.
Laura, how do you feel?
I honestly, guys, I'm a little disappointed in my performance.
Why?
Because
you did it in really like
it
pretty good
took me
time.
too long to figure out the jack.
Yeah.
Well, you
I
still.
just was not anticipating that jack
But
situation.
even with that delay, you pulled it off in just under 24 minutes, which means Court wins the bet.
Which you got to think about that. I would say it's a success for you because the person with the shortest prediction won. So
Yeah.
while it was by the skin of his teeth, it's still that.
If I would have known what I was getting myself into with that jack, it would have been 15 minutes done.
The jack was
I
complicated.
think there was a couple things that held you back. Yeah, like the jack. And then you couldn't get it flat. Like it was at an angle, which was kind of scary.
Well, and apparently
Really
Fat
weird.
Thor said that it's okay because that type of jack has like teeth on the side, which is why
That still makes me nervous.
very
Yeah,
uncomfortable.
so I was like, I don't know how to flatten this. Anyway, there's a lot of there was a lot that I just was not prepared for.
You had a lot of adversity to overcome, and you did it in the end. It was funny to watch a bunch of dudes have to bite their tongue and not help.
Yeah, not help. Right. Let's go to, I believe Fat Thor's on the phone. Good morning, sir.
Hey, I need my keys.
Oh, I do have his keys.
We'll get him to you. Well,
Yeah, come on up here.
Come up here.
Come up here. We'll hook him up.
Nope, these are mine now. This is my reward. Right, I changed the tire. That means I get your car, right?
Weirdest oil change I ever had in my life. I'll see you guys.
Okay, I'll see you
All
soon.
right,
There's Fat Thor. Let's go to line 1. It's Tanner, Drew, and Laura. Good morning.
Morning.
Hey.
Yeah, I knew Laura could do it. Are you guys going to give her some hazard pay for that?
I'm not sure how
I should.
hazardous it ended up
she'll
being
get a
in
couple
the
of
end.
zoo passes.
Yeah, exactly.
I love the zoo.
Yeah.
I'm sure Casey's got a coffee card somewhere.
Yeah, he'll give her a gift card or something. Thanks, man. Let's go to David. Good morning, David.
5 to opt out.
Oh, that's not David. It's an automated call.
David.
Davad.
So yeah, Laura, you don't feel bad about it. Your performance was great, and you can see the video at on Instagram at 1059 The Brew. But
it's a success.
You pull it off.
I mean, you scampered around for a while, but it made it entertaining.
Are you gonna watch the video later and judge yourself?
Probably. It'll just make me feel worse.
Mm-hmm.
It's okay. I mean,
No, you did a good. Don't feel bad about it. You did a good job.
You
You really did a good job.
It's a life lesson. So now, if I'm ever confronted with that situation again,
I mean, you did it in almost 24 minutes. I said you were going to do it in 42. So
that's
true. You whooped the predictions. If you ever blow a tire in a 2003 Mercedes, you're now prepared.
I know what to do.
Yeah, right.
That jack, though, I mean, I feel like every car should have a jack like that. Once you get it going, it's really easy.
Yeah, they're not hard. It's just they look intimidating at first because they're so tiny and weak looking, but then they work out pretty well.
I don't think they'll use your video on the advertisement for the jack, just for the sake of
probably not.
the
But
panic.
maybe they will. Maybe it's like if this girl can do it, anyone can do it. You know what I mean?
I like it.
Well, Jiffy Lube, you missed a sponsorship opportunity. I don't know what to tell you guys.
Yep.
Tire
She's your
Hut or
guy.
whatever.
Tire Hut.
You guys missed
She's
an
your
opportunity.
gal.
Mm-hmm. You got an endorser right here.
Yeah.
Lugnut Laura. All right, check out the video. It's on Instagram at 1059 The Brew. Hang on.
You've been watching the Tanner, Drew, and Laura SpyCam video stream, powered by coffee, Jello shots, and depression. Please stand by. Tanner, Drew, and Laura will be back in minutes. So be patient, for f***'s sake. Thank you for continuing to hold. We're currently at a break or playing a song that we can't afford the rights to. But as the kids say, chill, bruh. Tanner, Drew, and Laura will be back in minutes. On God. Tanner, Drew, and Laura will be back in minutes. In the meantime, follow the show on Instagram and TikTok at Tanner, Drew, and Laura.
Thank you for checking out the Tanner, Drew, and Laura SpyCam video stream. We're currently at a break or playing a song that we can't afford the rights to. Please continue to stand by. Your viewership is very important to us. And remember, keep calm and bing bong, f***ers. Thank you for continuing to sit there like a big dum-dum. Tanner, Drew, and Laura will be back in minutes. Thank you for continuing to sit there and do nothing. Tanner, Drew, and Laura will be back momentarily. In the meantime, call your mom for God's sake. Whoa, isn't this taking forever? Tanner, Drew, and Laura will be back in minutes. Thank you for continuing to hold.
Portland's Rock Station, 105.9 The Brew. It's Tanner, Drew, and Laura. Got the guys back in the studio here. Laura's still feeling good about changing the tire in just under 24 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
And we got Beefwater, Fat Thor, and Court back in the studio with us this morning. How'd it look from your perspective, Beef?
Dude, I thought she did a fantastic job. I think your time could have been better if you would have gotten right to it. But aside from that, you did a fantastic job.
Thanks.
Yeah, you're a little rattled at first, but like
on a car that is not yours, not knowing where anything was, you did a great job of figuring it out on the fly.
Yeah. What'd you think, Fat Thor?
Oh, I thought she did a great job. Like you said, could have been a little bit faster if she knew the car. But, you know, when you go in there blind like that trusts me, like if we were on a road trip and something happened, I can just kind of kick back, relax, drink a beer, and let you just handle it.
Yeah. And I would, too.
There is something, I mean, not to you personally, but in general, that's sexy about a girl who can
Who's
change
capable.
a tire. Like, I know Amy can change a tire, and that gives me some sort of warm feeling when they're off away and they blow a tire and no service, that girl's gonna make it back.
Yeah, like I'm dating this girl right now who likes to hunt. I've never gone hunting, and the fact that she's done this before, I'm like, wow, that's kind of nice.
It's kind of
awesome
hot that she has a skill that you wouldn't normally think about.
If everything goes kaput, we can go out and kill some.
Yeah, because next time Laura loses a tire and her phone isn't getting her AAA, she's just going to get out and change it a lot more confident, I would guess.
It'll be super romantic when, you know, like she just decides to go out in the driveway and take a bite out of an elk heart. Howl at the moon.
Totally.
That's right.
Well, Laura, great job. The video is on Instagram at 1059 The Brew. Just follow us when you get there. Court, you what do you think? Same thing?
Yeah, no, I mean, considering the car, because a lot of people, I think, on Instagram or listening, were thinking, how hard could it possibly be? But on this Mercedes, it had like a little cap over that was covering the spot where you actually insert the jack into the side of the car.
Yeah.
So like it's not something where it's not the scissor jack or whatever where you're going from underneath. You're going into the side of the car.
And it was at like an angle.
Yeah,
Drew and I were looking at it on the internet, like, dude, that looks like the car's gonna fall
down.
I was a little worried at first because she didn't have it all the way inserted into the slot. It was just barely in, and my concern was once she got it up in the air, it was gonna slip out and then just scratch the crap out of the side of Thor's car.
Yeah.
But I think Thor stepped in and said, "Could you put it in a little bit further?" And so that it solved the problem.
Well, I was really pulling for the scrape job.
Looking for something.
Really hoping that rear quarter panel just went.
I was hoping for it too, because I was like, well, it comes with the territory, you know.
I was telling Tanner that it would have delayed my time too, because I would have began the operation. Now, looking at the jack, you know, eventually you'd figure it out, but I would have been looking under the car for the jack point for a while before realizing that it had this hole in the side of the car.
Yeah, I would have not have known that right away. And maybe I would have figured it out, but like it would have taken me a couple of minutes, I think. I don't know that I would have been so rattled like Laura was. But
I think the rattled comes from me just like knowing that I had a time to hit.
Yeah, and there were people watching you.
Yeah, so I think if I was just like on the side of the road chilling, I think I would have been a little more relaxed about it. But who's to say? Maybe not.
And Fat Thor's car, not to interrupt you, is kind of badass. Like I'm looking at it right there. It's kind of a pimp wag, dude.
Yeah, it's
like,
it's an old school Mercedes.
But it's like getting old enough it's getting into classic zone. It's kind of nice.
I'll take that apology right now because, yes, that is a 2000 compressor Mercedes, all leather. That's the same engine that they put in their SUVs. And you saw the inside. I keep it clean. It's got a VHS player wired in with the flip-down TV.
Yeah, I will apologize. I like this car. I think it's pimping.
You look like a Gresham pimp.
Yeah, you definitely are collecting checks off 82nd.
That's crazy. It's got a VCR inside of it.
Yeah, and a DVD player.
That's
wow. Wait, is that aftermarket or did that come with the car?
It's the only reason why I bought the car to begin with.
I like it.
Well, great job. Casey came back in here kind of hot, kind of fired up. I don't know what his problem was today.
It's never a good bit or segment without
he's always
got to
complain about something we did.
Yeah, well, it's because you guys are always doing something.
Well, this is the radio show. I mean, I don't know what to tell you.
So there it is.
So what were you upset about?
Just your guys' attitude.
What,
which is not different than
what did we say that bothered you so much?
Just always, what are we going to wait all day? We're only doing a live radio show here. Whoa, should we start it now? Yeah, when it was already going. Yeah, that kind of stuff.
I didn't see it on this end.
Yeah,
did you see it?
I was looking for it. It's not like we weren't looking.
I kept hitting refresh, and I didn't see anything live.
So anyway,
yeah, if you guys had started a couple minutes earlier, it probably would have.
Yeah, honestly, if you would have it's like when you show up late. Like if you left a little earlier, you would have gotten there on time.
And Tanner would know.
If you would have started this live stream 5 minutes earlier.
Yeah, I just you know, I get tired of the guff. And
well, just do it right.
From peanut gallery
do
style.
it right, and then we won't give you guff.
Yeah, same thing.
Yeah,
so
exactly.
We're just down there.
Common goal.
Set it
it's
up,
simple.
Getting it all going.
Just
while
do
you guys
things
sit
the
up
way
here
we
and
ask.
Do nothing and complain.
Just do things the way we ask.
We are.
And everything will be fine.
Been working our tails off all morning. How dare you?
To be in your presence right now is just amazing.
Thank you.
The kings of all media.
Whoa, you're going in a strange direction this morning.
I
didn't say a thing about that. Not even a bridesmaid.
Anyway, moving on.
Why are you getting so hot?
I'm good.
Let's see those toes.
Oh my God.
You're unbelievable.
Nobody declared themselves the kings of anything.
Yeah,
though, so
you don't have to.
Put
You
that
don't
on
always have
paper.
to say it. Your attitude speaks for itself.
Oh man. Oh.
I love you, man.
Oh man.
I love you.
To be with him steamed in a minivan. You know, like
oh my God, on a road trip when he's grumpy.
Yeah. No,
Jesus.
he would have dropped you off on the
I've
side
had
of the road.
I would have
by
gotten
now.
out.
Yeah.
Are you kidding with that attitude?
Yeah, exactly. I'll pull it over. Please do.
You would have gotten out to the tune of my belt cracking.
All right. Well, it's everything's
I'm
gonna
glad
be
you
fine.
got all that out.
Everything's gonna be
sweating
fine.
through your shirt.
Yeah. We got your shot at $1,000. That'll cool you off. Not Casey because he's not eligible to win. But you got a chance at the grand right now.
You've been watching the Tanner, Drew, and Laura SpyCam video stream, powered by coffee, Jello shots, and depression. Please stand by. Tanner, Drew, and Laura will be back in minutes. So be patient for f***'s sake. Thank you for continuing to hold. We're currently at a break or playing a song that we can't afford the rights to. But as the kids say, chill, bruh. Tanner, Drew, and Laura will be back in minutes. On God. Tanner, Drew, and Laura will be back in minutes. In the meantime, follow the show on Instagram and TikTok at Tanner, Drew, and Laura.
Thank you for checking out the Tanner, Drew, and Laura SpyCam video stream. We're currently at a break or playing a song that we can't afford the rights to. Please continue to stand by. Your viewership is very important to us. And remember, keep calm and bing bong, f***ers. Thank you for continuing to sit there like a big dum-dum. Tanner, Drew, and Laura will be back in minutes. Thank you for continuing to sit there and do nothing. Tanner, Drew, and Laura will be back momentarily. In the meantime, call your mom for God's sake. Whoa, Oh, isn't this taking forever? Tanner, Drew, and Laura will be back in minutes. Thank you for continuing to hold.
.1059 The Brew. It's Portland's rock station. Tanner, Drew, and Laura. Man, everyone's exhausted after Laura changed the tire.
Yeah. Big battle. I only imagine if I used my own arms for that. Way more exhausted.
You came in here. You said you were all sweaty, Laura.
Yeah, I was working pretty hard down there.
Well, you did it in just under 24 minutes. So congratulations. That is pretty incredible.
Thanks.
Mm-hmm.
There's also something that's in the news today. I guess President Trump's been attacking Taylor Swift.
Which is bold.
Yeah, saying that she's no longer hot anymore. But there's a weird story that a human foot was found near Taylor Swift's house.
Getting a lot of news for Swift.
Yeah,
It's very sketchy.
I don't know if did they know if the human foot was severed with a saw or was
I
ripped
don't
apart?
know. Let's see if I can find some info on this.
Because some human foot was found by her house.
I think regardless of how the condition of the foot, it's still detached from the body, right? So that's
but I mean if it's a saw, that means somebody cut it and dismembered
cut,
somebody.
yeah.
If it's ripped up, maybe it was somebody died and then animals got him.
Yeah, that's a good question because it is an affluent area. In a high-end area where you have millions of dollars per home, you don't just find a foot.
Yeah.
That's something that happens way out in the boonies.
You don't just come home and be, baby, I found this cool rock and a foot today on my jog.
Just sitting right there.
And it's probably a gated neighborhood.
Oh, you don't get to walk
not
up
just
on Swift.
anybody is rolling up in there.
So where'd the foot come from? Where does the mystery severed foot come from?
Let's see here.
Is it some drug kingpin who owns a house in the neighborhood who had to send a message? It could be.
Let Taylor Swift know.
Yeah. All you Swifties, stay back.
But yeah, it's kind of an odd thing. We're looking it up on TMZ right now.
Mm-hmm.
But there's a
not football, foot.
And it's
now
hard.
Now I just have pictures of Taylor Swift's feet. That's not what I want.
Oh. Some guys, that's exactly what they want.
Oh, I'm sure that would Swift foot pics would be very expensive.
But if we get more information on this, I think they're obviously doing an investigation right now. But as soon as we get more info, we'll let you know. It is a very strange story. I love murder cases, so I get super interested in murder. I've been glued to this Brian Koberger stuff.
Oh yeah,
the Idaho murder guy.
Then the more we find out about this, the more we're like, what a dumb.
Yeah,
Did you hear the news this morning though?
What?
That the courts have said that somebody close to the investigation, and hopefully this doesn't affect it too much, leaked a bunch of confidential information to Dateline, and now the judge is asking if there is even a possibility to find a unbiased jury. And
if they can do it for
Find a
the
way.
former our current president when
And
he was
P.
on trial,
Diddy.
P. Diddy, they can find him for this.
Yeah.
Come
Don't
on, there's
start with
people.
that.
There's plenty of people out there who have no idea about that trial.
And with the death penalty on the table, you can't just wash
like,
it.
let him go.
I guess that's the way it is.
Like with Baldwin, wrongful death, totally different than slaughter.
Yeah.
Right.
You know,
like multiple people.
Within massive intent, that's totally different. So, but that was the news alert this morning on my phone that was concerning.
Yeah.
Can we follow procedure? Can we not get paid $150 to give it to Dateline?
So yeah, I've been following that story, and I'll be following the severed foot at Taylor Swift's house story too.
So apparently it washed up from the ocean. Yeah, washed up on shore near her
Onto their
home.
private beaches.
Yeah, most likely.
Well, now I don't feel bad at all.
Now the executive order declaring she's not hot is the bigger story.
Like, I don't know. She's looking pretty good to
I think
me.
she's hot.
Crazy. I'm not joining him on that.
Yeah.
I'm not standing in front of the Swifties. I'm not crazy.
I'm not dealing with them.
It's a good
Kidding me?
plan.
And also, I do think she's very attractive.
Oh my God!
She's a little tall. A little tall for me.
She's my kid's hero too. I'd just be
Yeah.
squashing things.
Yeah, I mean, she would tower over both of you.
Yeah, she's long.
How tall is she, Taylor
She's
Swift?
5'10", I think.
Oh, I'm
And
5'10".
she wears heels.
Heels, so she
needs
Yeah.
a Travis Kelce.
Yeah.
Good
The
thing
big
she
dog.
does.
She's got one of those.
All right, more on those stories at 1059thebrew.com, and we will keep you posted. We are commercial free with Tanner, Drew, and Laura on the Brew.
You've been watching the Tanner, Drew, and Laura SpyCam video stream, powered by coffee, Jell-O shots, and depression. Please stand by. Tanner, Drew, and Laura will be back in minutes. So be patient, for f***'s sake. Thank you for continuing to hold. We're currently at a break or playing a song that we can't afford the rights to. But as the kids say, chill, bruh. Tanner, Drew, and Laura will be back in minutes. On God. Tanner, Drew, and Laura will be back in minutes. In the meantime, follow the show on Instagram and TikTok at Tanner, Drew, and Laura.
Thank you for checking out the Tanner, Drew, and Laura SpyCam video stream. We're currently at a break or playing a song that we can't afford the rights to. Please continue to stand by. Your viewership is very important to us. And remember, keep calm and bing bong, f***ers. Thank you for continuing to sit there like a big dum-dum. Tanner, Drew, and Laura will be back in minutes. Thank you for continuing to sit there and do nothing. Tanner, Drew, and Laura will be back momentarily. In the meantime, call your mom for God's sake. Whoa, isn't this taking forever? Tanner, Drew, and Laura will be back in minutes. Thank you for continuing to hold.
.1059 The Brew. It's Portland's rock station. Tanner, Drew, and Laura. All right, we have more tickets to see 105.9 The Brew presents Breaking Benjamin and 3 Days Grace coming up at the Tanner, Drew, and Laura Amphitheater in October. We'll play the 5 and 10 game here in like 15 minutes.
Nice.
Maybe less than that for your chance to win. All right, so a list has come out of the top U.S. cities for living the good life.
What does that even mean?
That's a good question.
I think just like, like living a good life.
Just like lots of stuff to do.
Yeah, the
it
weather's
probably is
nice.
activities, weather, lack of getting mugged.
Yeah,
Those
that's
the
always,
little things.
Yeah, because if you get mugged, that's the bad life. So
Yeah, all right. So they looked at data here from 150 major U.S. cities. It's according to the U.S. Census Bureau, and they found the top 10 best cities in America. There's no Oregon cities on the list, and there's no Washington cities on the list.
Okay, so what's top 5?
Is it going to be like Santa Clara?
It's like Honolulu, Hawaii.
Beautiful skies, no wind.
No, actually.
And also
What do you got?
impossibly expensive to live
I'll
there.
give you the top 10. 10 is Boulder, Colorado. 9 is Austin, Texas. 8 is Virginia Beach, Virginia.
Okay.
7 is Huntsville, Alabama. 6 is Raleigh, North Carolina. 5 is Charlotte. 4 is Greenville, South Carolina. 3 is Colorado Springs, Colorado, Laura.
I feel like Colorado Springs makes that list always.
That's where you lived before
I'm
she
still
came
very
here.
confused at what they consider the good life.
Yeah, I don't
Like,
really.
Maybe like Florida's the good life to you,
So,
but to me it would be misery.
It's U.S. News and World's report in their list of the best cities to live in, the best American cities to live in. So
okay,
there's probably a lot of
all kinds of like restaurants, walkability, transportation,
all that stuff. Boise, Idaho's at 2, so maybe not weather.
Okay, I don't know. Boise has more of like a high desert type of vibe, don't they?
Yeah,
like
they
they get
to
a lot of
be-
sunshine and.
I thought it was pretty
on the
there.
rise.
I mean, it is, and like I've only ever driven through Boise's and stopped to get like lunch, but it always seems like a cute little town.
Yeah.
Oh.
We always think of Idaho as like but like Coeur d'Alene is apparently one of the nicest
d'Alene
places you
is
can go.
Incredible. Yeah.
The best city to live in America is Naples, Florida.
Oh.
Naples.
But then you have to be
That's
in Florida.
And Naples is an affluent area, though.
Yeah.
So you're everything Florida without the Florida. You
So
know,
it's just like a really
it's
rich
ritzy,
area, and
nice
a lot
stuff.
of out-of-staters moved there probably
Yeah.
from New York and stuff.
So none of them even speak Florida, but
Yeah, and that is true. Like, not all Florida is created equal, but
big fences.
Yeah.
Taylor Swift house type of fences.
You ever been to Florida, Fat Thor?
I have not.
I feel like you'd fit in there.
Thanks a lot. I've been to New Orleans though. That was the closest I came to Florida.
Nolans?
Nolans. New Orleans is nice, but I mean, you're living the good life in New Orleans for like 2 days, and then you're done.
You're done with
You
it.
know what I mean?
Big time. I saw someone get stabbed in the street when I was there.
You did
Hold on.
not.
For one, clear your throat and get the mic closer to your mouth. What?
Oh, I said one time when I was in Nolans, I was just walking Bourbon Street. I was getting ready to go into the casino, and this dude just straight up stabbed another dude.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
That's what happens.
You would think that's very Florida too, but no, it happens even on Bourbon Street.
Oh yeah, no, it happens more than you think.
Mm-hmm.
Fat Thor's always around the craziness. I've never been around anybody who's been stabbed.
I feel like you are like that's your comfort zone. Like you're always near a Burnside Bridge. You're always like
When it's like just, it could be dangerous, but you're not sure.
yeah, like fights are popping off and you're still pouring drinks.
But I also feel like I take comfort in being around people like that because I feel safer when I'm with somebody who feels safe in those situations. You know what I mean?
Someone with a little
and
bit of
maybe
street.
that's not a great.
Yeah, I don't go looking for it. It just kind of follows me. So it's like maybe I should start carrying waivers like Susan. So when you guys are hanging out or anybody, just sign this. I'm not liable.
It's not a bad idea.
Yeah, just as long as I see you in the daylight, I'm still safe.
Oh yeah.
All right. How many beers have you had this morning?
One
Just one?
in the studio.
You're a good man.
I like how you compartmentalize your day. Just one here.
That doesn't count the ones in the parking lot.
Well,
Those
the
are
past
that's a
10
different
minutes.
experience, Tanner.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you for coming, Fat Thor, and thanks for bringing your vehicle and letting Laura jack it up and change the tire. She did it in under 24 minutes.
24 minutes, exactly what I called.
Let's double check all those
Okay.
before you drive on the freeway.
Yeah.
It's 105.9 The Brew. Tanner, Joe, and Laura.
You've been watching the Tanner, Drew, and Laura SpyCam video stream, powered by coffee, Jello shots, and depression. Please stand by. Tanner, Drew, and Laura will be back in minutes. So be patient for f***'s sake. Thank you for continuing to hold. We're currently at a break or playing a song that we can't afford the rights to. But as the kids say, chill, bruh. Tanner, Drew, and Laura will be back in minutes. On God. Tanner, Drew, and Laura will be back in minutes. In the meantime, follow the show on Instagram and TikTok at Tanner, Drew, and Laura.
Thank you for checking out the Tanner, Drew, and Laura SpyCam video stream. We're currently at a break or playing a song that we can't afford the rights to. Please continue to stand by. Your viewership is very important to us. And remember, keep calm and bing bong, f***ers. Thank you for continuing to sit there like a big dum-dum. Tanner, Drew, and Laura will be back in minutes. Thank you for continuing to sit there and do nothing. Tanner, Drew, and Laura will be back momentarily. In the meantime, call your mom for God's sake. Whoa, isn't this taking forever? Tanner, Drew, and Laura will be back in minutes. Thank you for continuing to hold.
.1059 The Brew, Portland's Rock Station. It's Tanner, Drew, and Laura. All right, coming up next, we've got a pair of tickets to go see 1059 The Brew presents Breaking Benjamin and 3 Days Grace when they take over the Tanner, Drew, and Laura Amphitheater in October.
Yep.
We're going to play the 5 and 10 game. We'll give you a category, and you'll have 10 seconds to name 5 items in that category. We need callers 10 and 11 right now. 866-445-1059 is the number. We'll play after Joan Jett. It's Tanner, Drew, and Laura.
You've been watching the Tanner, Drew, and Laura SpyCam video stream, powered by coffee, Jell-O shots, and depression. Please stand by. Tanner, Drew, and Laura will be back in minutes. So be patient, for f***'s sake. Thank you for continuing to hold. We're currently at a break or playing a song that we can't afford the rights to. But as the kids say, chill, bruh. Tanner, Drew, and Laura will be back in minutes. On God. Tanner, Drew, and Laura will be back in minutes. In the meantime, follow the show on Instagram and TikTok at Tanner, Drew, and Laura.
Thank you for checking out the Tanner, Drew, and Laura SpyCam video stream. We're currently at a break or playing a song that we can't afford the rights to. Please continue to stand by. Your view.
All right. Coming up on October 1st, 105.9 The Brew presents Breaking Benjamin and 3 Days Grace. Both great bands. They're going to be headlining together. And we'll have tickets for you here in just a second. But
yeah,
it's going to be a good show. It's on like a Tuesday or a Wednesday.
I think it's on a Wednesday. But
get over the hump.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, those two bands are good enough, I think, to be tired on the Thursday.
Yeah, worth it.
But it's always frustrating when those like are Wednesday shows at the Cascades Amphitheater, because it's like it just takes like an hour getting out of there.
I mean, unless it's your hood, though.
Yeah, Casey lives in that area. You'd be fine.
So it's not so bad when you live nearby.
But I live in like basically Newburgh.
Mm-hmm.
So it'll take me a bit. It just takes you a long time just to get out of the parking lot.
Right. Yeah, it is a long ride. You either got to have that VIP parking, or just catch the edge of the GA,
or leave early, which I've done a few times, and I hate doing.
Definitely got to leave before the encore.
And that's what happened. The last time I saw Breaking Benjamin was at Cascades Amphitheater, and the girl I was dating at the time wanted to leave early, so I missed Diary of Jane. I missed all the big hits.
Well, maybe
you might go first.
Yeah.
Because it's a co-headline.
Are you feeling that as passionate about 3 Days Grace? Because then if they go last,
because they'll probably play their big hits last too. So yeah,
true.
I mean, which one would you rather miss a few songs from?
3 Days Grace.
So we'll hope that you get your B break first. And on that day, October 1st might be the most beautiful day on a calendar in the Pacific Northwest.
Yeah, it's
right there.
It's like it's stupid. It's stupid nice.
Yeah, it's so nice beautiful that you can't believe that in 1 month it's gonna suck.
Right.
It's like no, not this year.
Well, yes.
It's gonna be a good show.
Let's play the game here for your tickets to the show. The 5 and 10 game. We're going to give you a category, and you'll have 10 seconds to name 5 items within that category. It sounds easy, but as soon as the pressure's on, you get the ticker in your ear.
Yeah, it's not so
difficult.
easy.
Let's meet our contestant this morning, calling from Beaverton. His name is Noah. What's happening, buddy?
Hey, guys. How's it going?
Doing well, man. Are you more of a Breaking Benjamin fan or a 3 Days Grace fan?
3 Days Grace, I would say, for sure.
Yeah. Have you ever seen him live?
No, not yet.
Oh.
Well, there's a lot on the line here because if you lose, you'll have to listen to us to give your tickets to somebody who's just waiting on the other line who did nothing. They're just waiting for you to screw up.
Yeah. Okay.
All right.
Yeah.
Today, Noah, your category is cereals. You'll have 10 seconds to name 10 cereals. Your time begins now.
Frosted Flakes, Cheerios, Special K, Fruit Loops, and
Dude, he was so close.
4 cereals?
He was so close. And I heard him say honey bunch of oats when the timer was done.
It was over.
Oh, bro, I'm sorry.
No worries.
Right.
Yeah, it's harder than it looks.
No, you got to listen to us give your tickets to somebody who did nothing.
Man.
And that person is Jake. What's up, Jake?
What's going on, guys?
Jake the Snake, taking the tickets.
Snake?
Hell yeah.
All right, you're going to 3 Days Grace and Breaking Benjamin, bro.
Sounds good.
What a bummer.
That was tough.
Yeah.
It's a
You should have
tough
seen
loss.
Fat
I feel
Thor's
bad
face
for
when he yelled Special K.
Devastating.
Yeah,
It's like not that kind of K.
That's
all right.
yeah,
That's
and
not what
also
we're talking about.
that stuff's barely a cereal. It's terrible.
Oh, it's so gross.
Is it like Frosted Flakes without the frost?
You know, it's like brand version.
like
isn't
Corn
it?
Flakes.
It's like it's not good.
Just boring ass flakes.
Well,
that's what it
you
should be
know,
called, boring flakes.
When you're having tummy troubles and you need a solid bowel movement, you eat Special K.
All right, hang on the phone, Jake. We'll get your information. And Noah, thanks for playing. You'll have a chance next week to win some tickets to a different show, I guess.
One that you're not as excited about.
Yeah, sorry.
Gotta let you go, buddy. Wow, man.
That's painful.
It is. And on a Friday, too, I was hoping he was going to walk away with something.
Yeah.
Felt like cereal is a lay-in.
I know. There's
Yeah, because I was thinking Cocoa Pebbles, Cocoa Puffs.
Smacks.
Smacks.
Golden Grams.
That is. When's the
Golden
last time you
Grams.
had Smacks?
Oh, 100 years, but
Peanut
they're
butter
still a win.
crunch.
Peanut Butter Crunch. I love this cereal called Oatmeal Crisp, but I can only get it in like certain stores.
Oatmeal
It used to be
Crisp?
everywhere.
What are you, 100?
No. Well, in my defense, your
grandma
defense,
gave it to you,
My
probably.
grandmother's the one who
Okay.
turned me on to it when I was a little kid.
And so it has nostalgia.
Yeah, I like this
So I guess,
cereal
you know.
called Grape Nuts. I don't know if you guys have tried it, but it's really good.
Do you know? And I watched on the History
It's
Channel.
not oatmeal, I promise.
I
It's
saw. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
No, I'm just
Explain
saying
yourself away.
Oatmeal Crisp it's not oatmeal. It's just they're flakes.
It's just in the name.
Okay.
But I watched the foods that changed America on History Channel, and Grape Nuts is the OG, and it only lost out in the Great War of cereals when they made cornflakes on accident. When they left the product out overnight and thus made it turn into a flake when you squeezed it out.
Oh, so much better, those flakes.
And then
That's a good mistake, like gum.
Yeah, and then cornflakes became dominant for like another 50 years.
To be fair, I don't hate Grape Nuts. Like, you have to let them sit in the milk for a while and sprinkle some sugar
You
on
seem
top,
like a
but
grape nut.
I kind of like
That's so
Grape Nuts.
Portland.
I think it's so terrible.
It's like, yeah, I'm gone back to Grape Nuts. No, we all ditched it as a team.
Not me.
That was it. My dad used to eat Grape Nuts, and I feel like he did it just to prove he was from a tougher time.
What's your cereal, Fat Thor?
To be honest, I don't eat cereal. I like bacon and I like eggs.
Okay, but there's a cereal. None of us eat cereal. But
As a-
No one
as a
eats it
kid.
at breakfast.
No,
You
I-
eat it at
yeah,
3
yeah, no,
a.m.
As a kid, what did you like?
Oh man, anything. I mean, basically the
Cookie Crisp.
But no, probably the peanut butter crunch. Captain Crunch, peanut butter crunch was my go-to. You
That's
could
good.
eat it dry, you could eat it wet.
That's how I feel about Cinnamon Toast Crunch. You can eat it dry.
I feel like both of those were a pretty aggressive flavor for a big bowl, though. Like a Captain Crunch was a little more consumable.
Dude,
Captain Crunch will tear up the roof of your mouth.
Yeah, but the
cost of battle.
Cinnamon Toast Crunch to me was more like chips. Because like I
Yeah.
just
Yeah,
felt
you
like
could
I
have it
could
as a
just
snack.
eat them out of the box.
Like, it is crazy to me that these cereals are supposedly acceptable to feed your children in the
they're
morning. Like, what? Cookie Crisp? You're literally feeding your child, and I love Cookie Crisp, don't get me wrong. But
The results of feeding him that is a nightmare. I've been through it many times, and we tried to never have sugar cereal for breakfast.
Yeah.
Because it turns you into Mike Myers from SNL, where he's tied to the play structure, and he's got a helmet on. You know, every kid goes, juice!
Yeah, to me it's more of like a late night snack.
Yeah, it should be treated like ice cream.
Yeah.
Thank you. I've always said that. What cereal is your kids into?
My kids are deprived now. They're forced to have smoothies and eggs and all this other stuff because they ate it forever, and I paid the price. And I also, I don't want any more cavities.
My wife eats a lot of cereal, to be honest. That is her favorite late night snack. I mean, I don't even drink milk. There's no room. All I have is alcohol and maybe some food.
Maybe a little
some
bit of
food.
food.
He drinks
I
his
like the
calories,
order
all
in
right.
which that's in. If
Yeah.
there are calories left after the drinks, I'll have something to eat.
I might have like a banana or something.
All right. Let's see. Someone says, "How dare you, Laura, talk crap about oatmeal crisp cereal?" Yeah, it's really good. It's my favorite.
It's got a cult following,
sorry, it's
apparently.
yeah, I guess. I guess I need to try it.
I can only get it from, and I like oatmeal crisp with almonds. That is my #1 cereal of all time, and then Cocoa Pebbles is it too.
Mm-hmm.
But like even as a kid, I liked the oatmeal crisp.
Huh.
You know, and it's just flakes. It almost is like
It's kind of like honey bunches.
Honey bunches of oats, but better because honey bunches
just
of oats
a little
is
bit
gone.
of a twist.
Huh.
And that's what my oldest, she loved honey bunches of oats. That was her jam.
My
before I
mom
got
started
on the
getting
eggs.
that after, and I was like, get the oatmeal crisp, Ma. I like honey bunches of oats.
I was team honey bunch,
Yeah.
but I also didn't have this grandma's version of this cereal. I'm not even sure I've had oatmeal.
And you know what I would do? Everyone says I'm weird for doing this. So I'd pour the flakes into the bowl, and then I crunch them all up.
You're a serial killer.
To make like a dust almost, and then I pour the milk in it.
That doesn't surprise me about you. You're a weirdo.
It's really good, and I know
It's
I'm
worth
weird.
it. Someone's gonna dust their cereal tonight just to try.
It doesn't. I think you could probably do this with any cereal, flaky cereal.
You
Just crunch
you
it
could
up.
crunch any cereal.
It's just a different texture to me, and so I tried it without doing that once, and I didn't like it. And I
See,
went
that
back.
reminds me of the bottom of the bag.
Yes, and I love that. And
Really?
with this cereal, I love that.
He likes airplane food, Laura. You just don't question the process.
Okay, that's. I
He
mean,
likes what he
that's
likes.
fair.
I do enjoy airplane food, but they're not doing it anymore. So
You gotta get when I go international.
I enjoy airplane peanuts,
and I'm eating the steamed fish. I'm gonna be thinking about you.
Oh.
It's like, oh man.
especially when you have the diarrhea.
Is there
after.
any salt on this plane?
No, sir.
We cooked it in earlier.
No, it'll probably be too salty.
Yeah,
right?
it
It's
probably is.
filled with sodium.
Just can't feel your upper lip.
Only preservatives allowed.
I'm chapping.
All right, this hour's keyword you've got actually less than 20 minutes to get it in and win $1,000 in cash, and then at 10 o'clock we got to start over again and get you a new word. But this hour's keyword is bank. So log on 1059thebrew.com. It'll take you less than 30 seconds. Enter the keyword bank, and you could score $1,000.
You've been watching the Tanner, Drew, and Laura SpyCam video stream, powered by coffee, Jello shots, and depression. Please stand by. Tanner, Drew, and Laura will be back in minutes. So be patient, for f***'s sake. Thank you for continuing to hold. We're currently at a break or playing a song that we can't afford the rights to. But as the kids say, chill, bruh. Tanner, Drew, and Laura will be back in minutes. On God. Tanner, Drew, and Laura will be back in minutes. In the meantime, follow the show on Instagram and TikTok at Tanner, Drew, and Laura.
Thank you for checking out the Tanner, Drew, and Laura SpyCam video stream. We're currently at a break or playing a song that we can't afford the rights to. Please continue to stand by. Your viewership is very important to us. And remember, keep calm and bing bong, f***ers. Thank you for continuing to sit there like a big dum-dum. Tanner, Drew, and Laura will be back in minutes. Thank you for continuing to sit there and do nothing. Tanner, Drew, and Laura will be back momentarily. In the meantime, call your mom for God's sake. Whoa, isn't this taking forever? Tanner, Drew, and Laura will be back in minutes. Thank you for continuing to hold.
Now, what's trending?
All right, lots of good stuff on the website, 1059thebrew.com. Like the video of Laura changing the tire today.
Mm-hmm.
She did such a good job. She changed the tire in under 24 minutes.
Record time.
Court won the bets because he said 20 minutes and he was the closest person.
He was.
So good job to Laura. The video, if you want to see it in real time, you can watch the whole thing, which is, again, not very long. 1059thebrew.com, or just follow us on Instagram at 1059thebrew.
I like to think that it's a whole saga. I laughed. I cried.
It was a range of emotion, for sure. You get to see her kind of going close to the deep end and then fighting her way back.
Yeah. Go check it out. Also online, a bunch of trailers that are out. You know, we got the new Superman trailer came out this week. Trailer for Nobody 2. The trailers for all the movies that are in theaters this weekend. It's all online at 1059thebrew.com.
And Fat Thor was telling us, what's the name of that movie?
I think it's called Friendship, maybe. I'm going to go check that out tonight and give you guys a movie review.
That's what that dude that you always
Tim
see
Robbins.
on TikTok.
Tim
Yeah,
Robbins,
he's hilarious.
he skates, dude.
He does he?
Yeah, he's a really good skater. And it's got Paul Rudd. Who doesn't love Paul
That's
Rudd?
right.
Yeah.
That's
Do
right.
love
That's
Paul
right.
Rudd.
I showed these guys the trailer in the studio, and it looks really funny, this movie.
He's the guy. He's like, you sure about that?
You sure about that?
You sure about that?
He's so funny.
And it's A24. Is that who made this movie?
Uh-huh.
And they're cranking out bangers lately. They've got really a good list of movies.
Yeah, it's worth a look.
So, all right, you're going to go check that out. What's the Rotten Tomato score for that movie?
Yeah, pull that up.
Is it called Friendship?
I think so.
It's got to be. I thought there was more to it, but
It's just called Friendship.
okay.
Rotten.
I bet it's got a pretty good score.
What is the score? What do you guys think?
81.
81, Laura?
87.
What do you think, Fat Thor?
Give it a 99.
It is 90%.
Oh,
so Laura's the closest.
Pretty good.
Take it. You can't win one of these today.
90% on the tomato meter for Friendship in theaters, I guess, this weekend. Or
Nice.
whenever it's out.
It's worth a look. And if those rains do show up, it'll give you something to do inside.
Yeah. All right, that's it for us. Thanks, Fat Thor, for bringing the alcohol today.
Not a problem.
He always has alcohol. It was so funny because I was watching the video stream of Laura changing the tire, and I saw him drinking something, but I wasn't sure. And then Court's like, yeah, he's drinking a beer.
He's already got a Pacifica.
Wasn't even 9 a.m.
I mean,
It's his day
it's
off.
a Friday. That's true. Yeah.
Actually, I never had a Pacifica before this morning. It was pretty good.
And it's funny because normally when we talk to him on a Friday morning, he's at a restaurant with a Bloody Mary, so it's all just par for the course. Straightening out his hands, keeping the shake down.
Well, we're working on cars today. Laura performed amazingly, and you know, you just can't just bust out the liquor like that. It's got to be a beer when you're changing a tire.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
There it is. And then Laura's on her second beer this morning.
Yeah.
She's going to be texting dudes she's not allowed to here in a bit.
Yeah. Like, I thought I blocked your number. How'd you get
That's what you thought.
All right.
Where there's a will, there's a way. You should know better.
1059thebrew.com. Go check out the video. Coming up next, Fat Thor, $1,000 in cash.
I'm eligible because I don't work here.
That's very true. That's very true. As soon as you hear the keyword, you got to log on to the website, 1059thebrew.com, and enter it in to win. And then just keep it on your cell phone because we could call you back with the cash. That keyword's coming up right after Africa. Happy Friday. It's Tanner, Drew, and Laura. Bye.
Bye.
You've been watching